Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest. Perspective, quite a word, isn't it? You know, if you listen to this show, we like language, we like grammar. And as John Sexsmith has passed away, longtime broadcaster here in Edmonton, I remember something he said once. He was on Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer. I was working at Ched, and this was probably a decade ago-ish. I mean, John battled cancer for about 14 years. And I remember he was on with Bob and was talking about, you know, his journey and his treatment and everything he was going through. And he said, Bob, I want to make sure people know something. I'm not dying from cancer. I'm living with cancer. And that stuck with me. That just changing a couple words in the sentence. You know, the perspective, the clever use of language. And I thought, you know what? What a way to think. Like getting up in the morning, telling yourself, instead of saying, well, another day where I'm dying from cancer, well, another day where I'm living with cancer. A little change, but a big difference. I always remember that John said that. He's going to be missed. I don't want to come on and say I knew John well. I didn't know him that well, but certainly I had conversations with him and would run into him covering things. Always enjoyed talking to him. I thought he was an outstanding broadcaster, very good writer. I thought when it came to his anchoring and his stories. Obviously, his son, Joel, has played Major Junior, played Canada West hockey. So we're going to miss John. We will get some perspective. Great interview to wrap up EST Afternoons with Gager and Hernan with Dave Jameson. And we're going to have some perspective on this show from Tim Spellacy, who was John's boss for a long time as the station manager at Global. And we're going to talk about all the stories going on in the world of sports, because I think John would want us to cover everything, all the cool things that are happening today. Well, maybe last night's Oilers game wasn't so cool. But I think we got to be reminded that what we get to do every day is cool. Talking about sports and talking with you in the audience, no matter how you are taking in the show. So we will have Tim Spellacy coming up. We will have Ken Danico on the show, who is a longtime analyst for the New Jersey Devils. Of course, used to play with the team. Dustin Nielsen, our boss, is calling the Elks-Lions game in Vancouver. He's going to join us. Jed Roberts, our regular guest here on the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. He will be on the show as well. We'll have Benny's blind rankings. He's at the technical desk in for the Coob today. We're going to have the Oil Understood. Yes, we will talk about Evan Bouchard and, quite frankly, what I thought was an overall lackluster performance by the Oilers last night. Jay's Play of the Day will once again have a contribution from my mother, Louise. Now, we're going to do something slightly different today. We're going to do Jay's Play of the Day twice, because there is a Blue Jays element to the play today. And, well, you know what? Should we do it right now?
Yeah,
let's do it right now. Let's play the jingle.
It's Jay, it's Play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's Play of the Day. It's Jay's Play of the Day. Jay's Play of the Day.
And it is presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today. Deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 casino bonus.
Why are we doing Jay's Play of the Day this early? Well, it's very simple. The Blue Jays game starts in approximately 1 hour, so we want to give you time to act on Jay's Play of the Day. I did have Reid's assistance on this, so and last time we had a combined little discussion about it. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So Jay's Play of the Day is as such. Blue Jays Mariners over 7 runs. Guerrero Jr., 2 or more total bases. Barger, 1 or more total bases. That has been boosted to plus 320. That is a fair number. So once again, over 7 runs, Guerrero,
That's
2 or
for
more
the
bases.
game, not just for the Blue Jay. That's just to clarify.
Yes, it's
That's
the total.
for the
total.
game. I think most people would know that.
Good clarification.
But I thought I would throw that out there just in case.
So if the game ends 5-4, that's over.
It's over, baby.
9 runs. So Guerrero, 2 or more bases. Barger, 1 or more base. Boosted to plus 320. You can hit that up on playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll see a bunch of different plays there. Jay and Matt's big play of the game for the Elks is up there. And there's something else we're going to talk about later.
We'll get to because we'll do section 2 of the play of the day.
There you go.
In its usual time between 3:40 and 4.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right. Yeah. A special guest for part 2 of Jay's. Well, she's not going to be on, but my mother has once again contributed away. So my mom was disappointed. She really felt bad. Like she felt like she hurt people that McDavid didn't get 3 points. She's like, well, I'm never suggesting anything. And I'm like, Mom, I think people who wager on sports understand that, things happen.
Well, and people that do wager on sports also know that the likelihood of Connor McDavid getting 3 or more points,
it's a lower likelihood than 2. He only got 1.
Yeah. So you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, and the odds reflected that yesterday.
Exactly.
And they will reflect what she's putting out today.
And none of the Oilers plays of the day hit yesterday. So don't worry about it.
All right, and we're going to talk, but let's just get some of this off our chests right now. To me, 2 fairly, I was going to say massively disappointing games. I don't want to get too carried away 4 games into the season, but disappointing games for the Oilers. So you don't play well against the Rangers. You get outchanced. Your goaltender saves you. Great. Sometimes that happens. The goaltender is part of the team, right? So you got a goalie win. Good for you. You go and play the next game, and you don't really play any better than you do in the previous game. I thought, quite frankly, Stuart Skinner still had a good game. I mean, he was beaten twice on breakaways.
Breakaways, yeah.
And once on a power play. I thought he made a lot of good. Quite frankly, I thought he was the biggest reason the Oilers still had a chance going to the third period, maybe to the second period.
Sure.
I mean, it could have been easily 3-1 Islanders after the first period, and then you're chasing the entire night as opposed to going ahead. But I just, we'll see. I don't want to panic early in the season, but I will say this. I was concerned going into the year who scores for this team other than the notable people. Mm-hmm. And that, well, quite frankly, one of the notable people doesn't have a goal.
Yeah.
One of the and I'm talking about Connor McDavid, and I know it's been a topic all day here on this station, but I think we'll repeat it. Shoot the puck. Don't pass to Troy Stecher on his backhand. I know it's somewhat foolish to question Connor McDavid, but why? Okay, maybe it's a rolling puck. Yeah, I know you want to move the goaltender. The goaltender was like knocked down.
Yeah, the goaltender was down and out.
Like whip it on net. Like
pucks on net.
And I know sometimes they make a pass and you're like, oh, but he wasn't passing to a guy he was even prepared or ready to shoot. And then it wasn't a very good pass. I mean, if he wanted Stecher to one time it, he put it on the wrong side of him.
Yeah.
So that play, look, McDavid still creates chances. The power play still was dangerous and did get a goal. But I don't think he has looked to his usual standards. I mean, Draisaitl has scored. I don't know if he's looked to his usual standards. Quite frankly, like it's 5% into the season. Stuart Skinner might be the team MVP. Because he's actually played 2 good games.
I wouldn't even think that's debatable at this point.
So I like some of the guys, I liked Savoy's game. I can see more and more why Knobloch has praised him for his all-around ability. I thought some really good plays on the penalty kill, drew a couple penalties, is involved. But again, you're not relying on Matt Savoy in what's going to be his first full season in the NHL. I mean, you'd like him to get points and goals as the season goes on. But man, oh man, like there's just, and I know they outshot the Islanders, and I looked on Natural Stat Trick, and it actually gave the Oilers the advantage in high danger chances, though many of those were on the power play. But I just felt like, man, oh man, where is the sustained forecheck and the pressure? Mm-hmm. There was that one time in the second period they hemmed them in, and the Islanders iced it a couple times, and they had a couple of their players at 2-minute shifts. but there's not a lot of, to me, they're close. And then there's a lot of sloppiness. I mean, certainly Bouchard is getting singled out, rightfully so, though I would suggest he wasn't the only Oiler who had an off night last night. And again, continuing from an off night against the New York Rangers. So the concern there is, at what point does an off night become just how they play? That's just who the team they are. I'm still pretty confident they're better than what they've shown the last couple of games. But it'd be nice to get out there and just actually show some initiative and take care of the puck and play with a little more, dare I say, passion? Is it too early in the season to use that word? I know it's not the playoffs, but what did I say after the opening night against the Flames? You know, emotion's a part of sports, not just pro sports.
Yeah.
You know?
What about the word consistency, Reid? I know it's early, so it's hard to know what a consistent performance is for this team.
Yeah.
But it just seems like this team is on a roller coaster. They'll have shifts that, like you said, wow, the forecheck's there. They're hemming the Islanders in. And then the next shift comes on, and it's a totally opposite story.
Well, yeah, and that's maybe a concern, like I was saying, with the scoring, with the offensive ability of this team. I mean, they've lost some players over the last couple of years who were 20 or more goal scorers. Perry, Kane, though I know Kane didn't play much last year. Fogle, players like that. So we'll see, but again, this is not. I mean, there have been times in the past since Leon and Connor have been on the team when they've lost a game or had a stretch, and you've watched it and you've said to yourself, "There's two different games. There's when Connor and Leon are on the ice, Oilers are fine. Rest of the game, they're terrible." I don't think it's that simple because I don't think Connor and Leon have been at their best. Bouch clearly has not been at his best. So, and then you go, like, what is Frederick doing?
Oh, that was a tough
Even the Stetcher penalty.
Yeah.
Like offensive zone penalties, lazy with your stick.
Terribly
like Stetcher
lazy.
sweeping into a guy's skates. Frederick, and I realize, there are the little stick battles. Well, I'm going to move my stick so he can't lift it. Well, fine. Don't put it up near the guy's face.
Yeah, just an awful penalty.
They were just playing with fire. And quite frankly, I know Stuart Skinner is a huge discussion point all the time. Take out the gaffe against the Flames, and I know, it's still a prominent gaffe, but if he keeps playing like he's been playing, he's not going to be the problem this season. And I'm going to say this as well, Jay. He gave them a chance to win the game. I mean, I didn't feel like the Islanders were going to score 5-on-5 in the last 5.5 minutes because he was playing well.
Yep.
But on the power play, they might score, and they did. To me, Skinner played well enough to get them a point out of that game. And maybe in 3-on-3, you win it. Or a shootout. Who knows? And here's another thing, talking about passion. Okay, you have won the game against the New York Rangers, primarily because of one player, your goaltender.
Yep.
Would it not be somewhat human nature to say, okay, boys, Stewie bailed us out.
Exactly.
Tonight we're there for him. We're not going to make him face 14 grade A chances. We're not going to dick around with the puck. We're going to get it out. We're going to get it in deep. We're going to block everything. We're not leaving him on an island again. He won us a game.
Yep.
Now we're going to do him a solid. What happens? Breakaways, turnovers, dumb penalties, all the things that isolate your goalie and make it a more difficult night for him.
It's almost, I don't know how, it's almost like this team can be too cool for school at times. It's almost like, no, don't worry, we got this. We're good. Look at the team we have. Look, we got Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. We're great. We're off. We're fine. And then they let their guard down. And something like last night happens where a team exposes you. I mean, the amount of, breakaway / grade A right in front of the net, driving to the net chances that they had last night, that's just inexcusable.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk more about that when we get into the Oil Understood a little bit later on. Ken Danico, Edmonton native, Devils analyst from MSG Plus. He's going to help us tee up tomorrow's game as well. We got to get into the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Bombs away from the Bluebirds. They're dead even with the Merman with Game 5 coming up this afternoon. Forget about that Aussie Mel Gibson. Canada has the real Mad Max. Hey, what's that smell? Oh, that's the Oilers' performance last night in Long Island. Now they're in for a devil of a time tomorrow afternoon. Hey, Lucifer, when you're done with my brother-in-law, check out this Hughes family. Well, could be the end of line for the Elks tonight against those mangy Lions. Gee whippity Snickers. I sure hope the old EEs can take it down to the wire. I'm Chet Palmer.
Well done.
Chet appreciates it.
Well, thinking of your brother or the Chet's brother-in-law.
Apparently, he's been damned.
He's had a rough go.
Apparently, yeah. We thought the alimony and the gambling debts were bad enough. Apparently, his soul is being consumed by fire as we speak.
Not surprised.
All right. We have Ben Thompson on the technical desk today. He is the originator of our off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536.
Okay. Today's off-topic topic is going to be your dream triple header in sports. If you were to have a whole day to yourself, couch, all the food, all the drinks, everything you want, and do nothing but sit on the couch and watch sports from the time you wake up to the time you need to go to bed. Lay us out your dream sports day.
All right, so this is, you're not attending the games.
You're not attending the games.
You have a day to yourself.
Yes.
You're basically just bumming around the house, going to the fridge and getting a snack.
Yep.
And you're watching 3 sporting events in a row on television.
Yep.
That's a good one. I think this Sunday is going to be pretty cool.
That's
you
what
got
this was inspired from.
Oilers at 1. You could do NFL intermittently, and then the Blue Jays are going to play at 6.
Yep.
So it's kind of a 2.5 header, or I guess you're flipping a little bit.
Yep.
That's going to be a pretty good day. I mean, tonight's even not bad.
Yep.
We got
we're living it. If you want to talk about actual, sports days that are fantastic. But I mean, if you're allowing me to dream and put together a sports triple header, I mean, it would have to start with an NFL Sunday morning, 11 o'clock kickoff game.
Yep.
Cup of Joe.
with Chet.
With Chet. Some sort of a golf major.
Okay.
Final round.
Okay.
To carry me through the afternoon.
Yep.
And then a special event. Like one that comes to mind, because this is just one of my favorites, would be like the March Madness final.
Ooh.
In the evening.
Okay.
Okay, but this could not happen. There would not be an NFL game on the first Monday in April.
Don't you dare try take away my dreams.
Okay, hang on. Is this supposed to be something that is realistic on the sports schedule? Or your dream day?
I think we can let people try to determine if they can go realistic one, they can go dream one. I think
like
it's up to you.
That can't happen because
It's
the
impossible, right?
NCAA finale is always on a Monday
It's impossible.
night. But if you're allowing me to dream, Reid, I'm dreaming up that day, and that would be a great day. Now you could, just trying to think. There would be some good like wild card weekends where when the NFL starts playing on Saturdays.
Well, you could have
an NFL wild card back-to-back doubleheader and then an Oilers game at night.
Yeah. Well, how about this? The Olympic gold medal hockey game.
There you go. Now we're dreaming, Reid. I like it.
Now I know it would never be scheduled on the same day, but the Super Bowl is now in February. The Olympics now go into but wouldn't it be cool if it was like Olympic gold medal hockey game from overseas at 11 a.m., the Super Bowl, and then,
could that happen?
Then Nugget Spurs on TNT. Stakes aren't quite as high on this one, but
exactly.
It is the final one of the triple header. Okay, so this is a good one. You explain it again, Ben?
If you were to have a dream triple header in sports, Sit down on your couch, watch 3 different sports games back to back to back. What is your dream lineup?
Okay. We'll see what people send in. You can text us at 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com or reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. If you are taking us in on the Edmonton Sports Talk YouTube channel, thank you for doing so. Give us a thumbs up, and you can post your thoughts there in the nasty chat as well. And remember, click that thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. And if you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, thank you for listening using those means as well, and help us spread the word about Edmonton Sports Talk, all the growth we've shown over the last couple of years. And we're going to keep on growing as the months and the years go by. We will have some memories of John Sexsmith, who unfortunately we lost earlier today, with Tim Spellacy, former station manager at Global Edmonton. Ken Danico is going to join us to the technical desk with Ben.
The Elks are in action tonight, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive as they face the Lions in BC. Cody Bouchard gets a start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30 with the Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Matt Iwanek and Jay Milne starting at 7:30 right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. To baseball, the Blue Jays have a chance to return to Toronto with a series lead after battling back from being down 2-0 to Seattle. Kevin Gausman takes the mound for the Jays. Bryce Miller for the Mariners' first pitch goes at 4:08. Later tonight, the Dodgers will look to wrap up their series against the Brewers as they hold a commanding 3-0 lead. That game gets going at 6:38 from LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton takes on New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salz, Joaquin Gage, and myself starting at 12:30 right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Goes to the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. More of Reid Wilkins on the Reid Wilkins Show on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
If not the Oilers, the Habs will be the next Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup.
I'm going to fire it. I would say Winnipeg before.
Still think Winnipeg can get her done, eh?
They have all the pieces.
Matthews, we know, going to leave Toronto, so they're out.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to the Mammoth or something.
Right now, it's potentially Toronto and potentially Winnipeg.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Honey, where are we going to put all of our summer stuff?
In the kids' room.
What?
Mom, a little help?
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Along with Jay Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. And yeah, sad news today as John Sexsmith has passed away, longtime sports broadcaster in the city of Edmonton, of course on Global Edmonton for many, many years, passing away from cancer. And to remember John and have a story or two, we're pleased to welcome to the show Tim Spellacy, former station manager at Global Edmonton. Tim, it's Reid. How are you doing?
Not bad, not great, but okay.
Yeah, tough day. Obviously, you and John would have been at Global a long time. Anything you remember about him as a younger broadcaster or getting going at? It might have still been ITV when he started. I can't even remember, but anything flashed back from early in his career?
Yeah, I mean, he came to us full time in 1997, but Reid had been with us in the 90s off and on when he worked at some other radio stations, some part-time and full-time work, and went away and came back. But in his last go-round at ITV, it was 1997, we were still ITV because I think we became Global in about 2000 and stuff like that. So he'd been around for a long time, over 25 years in this last incarnation, but I think the total number of years, he was probably there about 30 years. Seems like forever, to be honest with you. But, he was a great colleague, a great friend, and a lot of fun around the newsroom. The kind of guy that came into work, and made everybody smile and laugh with a rather wacky sense of humor and terrible puns, but they were good puns. Always in a good mood. Reid, if you'd remind me of anybody the way it was when John came into work, it was kind of like, decades ago when I used to work with Bill Matheson, who'd come in singing in the afternoon. And John was, I don't want to compare him to Bill Matheson, they're different personalities, but kind of have that impact on all of his coworkers, for sure. And he loved to play around the newsroom and throw footballs around and all the kinds of things you shouldn't do in an office setting, right?
Yeah, I hear you, but a lot of the thing that makes the office setting a lot more fun to be in, and I'm sure John was like that. I watched him a lot, and I always thought, you mentioned the puns, I always enjoyed his writing. I always enjoyed that he wasn't afraid to try stuff, because you're right, with a pun, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you'll have good perspective on this. Dave Jameson was on with Hernan and Gager earlier in the afternoon and said, like, John always had a story idea, like calling the Eskimos. Yeah. Can we do this today? Can we take a little different angle to show some personality for a player? And I'm sure in your role, you really appreciated that creativity.
Oh, yeah. He really wanted to do things a different way all the time. And he didn't want to just go out and do the regular kind of story. And as you mentioned, some of those ideas worked. He was kind of frankly, he was a creative genius and not afraid at all of taking risks with his storytelling. And sometimes it didn't work, but most of the times it worked. And it wasn't just, and although he's well known, he was a sports captain, a sports anchor, but he had a great knowledge of news and history and current events, and he had thoughts on everything. And so he was way more. He was a great sports guy, but he was way more than a sports guy. And he did all these great stories. One of the great stories that he did read that was not particularly a news story, but it was a story on our good friend Brian Hall when Brian was kind of wrapping things up at Ched. And he kind of spent the morning with Brian arriving for work and doing it. And it's one story that stands out for me. The way he put that story together, the way he approached it, rather than just sitting down doing the quick interview, but following his drive into work and everything like that. It really hit you. So John, he did stories that had impact. He really made a difference, in his storytelling. And you're right, he really pushed the envelope a lot of times, and it was good. And sometimes he come at you with an idea where you'd say, "No, John, we're not going to do that." But he'd throw the idea at you, and it was far more than just sports. Sports was important to him, but so was everything else.
Tim Spellacy joining us this afternoon, former station manager of Global Edmonton, remembering John Sexsmith, who has passed away after John, a 14-year battle with cancer. I mean, basically, a quarter of his life. John was going through a cancer battle, and I want to say to you something I led off the show with about half an hour ago. I remember, would have been probably about a decade ago. I'm at Ched. John goes on Stoff's show and says, "Bob, I am not dying from cancer. I am living with cancer." And I was like, that stuck with me. Like, what a perspective, what a way to shape your attitude. Can you just maybe touch on his attitude through all this and, working through a lot of it as well?
You never met a guy battling something like this that was more positive, more upbeat all the time. And I got to tell you, he never said, "Why is this happening to me?" He never said, "Woe is me." He never complained, no matter what he was going through. I remember one of the times he was in the University Hospital for one of the procedures. This was a long time ago, Reid, in the early stages, and I went up to visit him thinking it would be a very sad time. Well, he was so excited about his roommate at the University Hospital at that time. His roommate, they were playing cards, and he said, "Boy, I'm having fun," and he was really enjoying meeting this new person in the hospital as he went through this treatment. And he, as he's gone through this journey, and he was texting, lasted a while, text almost every day or every other day, and as you know, Reid, things would go up and things would go down. He was always more worried, though, about everyone around him and how they were dealing with this. He didn't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. He didn't want anyone to feel sorry for him. And so he's more worried about the rest of us and about his wife, Joanna, and his son, Joel. He was more worried about them than he was about himself all the time. That's the one thing that'll stick out for me. And he just talking to people today, and and then this going over the last couple of years, because people that know John in the business and not in the business would always say, "How's John doing? How is he doing?" And when we ever had a discussion, everybody said to me all the time, "I can't believe how positive he is all the time when I talk to him." And even last Friday, he was texting me, and he was comparing his situation because he just got the diagnosis in terms of the cancer in his bones spreading to his skull. That he was comparing himself to Gord Downie. What does John Sexsmith and Gord Downie have in common? This was just last Friday, a week ago, Reid. And you know that John passed away this morning. It was exactly 8 years ago today that Gord Downie passed away. But I kind of tried to get back to him. Hey, we better talk about this. But last Friday he went to the Bears game to watch his son Joel play for the U of A Golden Bears. That's where things were at just a week ago. So it's shocking, though. I can tell you this in my discussions with John over the years too. He was prepared he knew what was coming down the pike. He knew that this wasn't going to be a 20 or 25-year journey. It was 14 years. And I would also say this, I would never say to somebody, "Well, John lost his battle to cancer," and stuff like that. I think John won the battle. He did.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. Tim, thanks for doing this. Appreciate your perspective. Appreciate the memories. John Sexsmith, great broadcaster, and as you've outlined, more importantly, great husband, great father, great man as well. We really appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thanks, Reid.
As Tim Spellacy, former colleague of John Sexsmith at Global Edmonton, John Sexsmith passing away this morning. This is Edmonton Sports Talk.
The Elks are in action tonight, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive as they face the Lions in BC. Cody Bouchard gets the start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30 with the Green and Gold kickoff show featuring Manawanek and Jay Milne starting at 7:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. To baseball, the Blue Jays have a chance to return to Toronto with a series lead after battling back from being down 2-0 to Seattle. Kevin Gosman takes them out for the Jays. Bryce Miller for the Mariners. First pitch goes at 4:08. Later tonight, the Dodgers will look to wrap up their series against the Brewers as they hold a commanding 3-0 lead. The game gets going at 6:38 from LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton takes on New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas, Joaquin Gage, and myself starting at 12:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team full of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Advantage Sports Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportsmed.ca to book an appointment today. First hour of the Reid Wilkins Show continues here. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
This might tick me off more than anything that Evan did last night, more than Trent Fredericks, Connor McDavid. Shoot the puck. Last night I tweeted about it. There was a close-up. I rolled it back twice. He was in a grade A scoring chance with Big Save Dave flopping. He passes it to Troy Stetcher. He has the audacity to say, shoot the
puck. The Oil
puck.
Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll. Don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. So yeah, we have the Green and Gold kickoff show, 7:30 tonight with Matt Iwanek and Jay Milne. Elks play in BC at 8:30. Elks must win to have any shot at still making the playoffs. We'll look deeper into the combinations later on in this program. Tomorrow, the Oilers play the Devils at 1:30. So at 12:30, GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Hernan Salas hosting tomorrow. Tom Gazzola back in the host chair on Sunday for a noon GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show leading into the game against the Detroit Red Wings. Our off-topic topic, and we're going to have Ken Danico, Devils analyst from MSG Plus, on in a couple of minutes here. Our off-topic topic for William Huff, your dream sports triple header, a day on the couch, not things you're attending in person. You get to watch stuff on the tube.
Yeah, we've got quite a few coming in on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox at 780-218-9999. Sully simply says, I do this already every Sunday for the NFL. So that's his day.
All right, just three football games in a row.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Bones, thanks for the garlic, by the way, Bones. Scripps Spelling Bee, Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, and the Disc Golf Championship.
Yeah.
What a day.
The dog show would be my first choice of those.
Wow, this is good. Deaky Sparks says this would be a chef's kiss for him. Start my Sunday with an early morning F1 race. Go get some stuff done and then breakfast. NFL early/afternoon games on Red Zone.
Yeah.
And Battle of Alberta at night.
That's a good, and that would be possible. Yeah, that would be very possible. That is a good one. To me, that's the clubhouse leader because it could realistically happen.
Adam in Quebec City, for the off-topic topic, I'm going to have to emphasize the dream aspect here because one of the teams no longer exists. But I would have to say my dream starts with the German Bundesliga game with my team SO4, moving into an FC Edmonton Canadian Premier League game. And to close it off would be anything else. But for this one, I'm going to go with an Oilers game. But really any other sport game would keep me in the mood for more from those soccer games. Grumpy Cat. Oil Kings win the Memorial Cup in the morning. Blue Jays win the World Series next, and Oilers win the Stanley Cup to cap off the day.
All in one day. Okay.
But he does say, I'm in a pub, not on my couch.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Big Uke sends in a realistic one. Just hang on a sec. It's not loading.
The Big Ukes probably would involve the EST Fun Spiel.
11 a.m. Lions game from Detroit. 2 p.m. Jays game from Toronto. And 6 p.m. Oilers Battle of Alberta from Edmonton. Impossible, he says. Morning, Canada versus U.S. Olympic gold medal. Afternoon, Masters. Sunday evening, Stanley Cup final, Game 7, any teams.
Oh, wow. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Yeah, I might have the final round of a golf major in mind. That could be pretty fun. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll try again in a few minutes. We'll see if we can connect here with Ken Danico. If not, we have plenty of other things to discuss. Do you think?
Oh, a little, yeah.
A few things to discuss. In the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. So let's do the Bouchard thing. What do you want?
Did you see that tweet that was sent to us last night? They played the Scream that you have, or
which one?
Who's the singer from Kiss that you have?
Oh, Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley.
Oh, they played it?
They played it last night in UBS Arena.
Oh, did they?
During the broadcast. So
I didn't notice that.
Somebody screen recorded it and sent it to us.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. It was pretty
funny.
I
wonder if they did that because of Ace Frehley, though that's not a guitar noise.
I don't know. Or maybe it's something they just used to get the crowd going.
Maybe it is. Well, it gets me going every day.
I thought
along with David Lee Roth.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right. Here's a snippet from the Chris Knobloch's post game, asked about Evan Bouchard's performance.
I've seen Evan play better.
Is it a situation where you just have to sometimes take the bad with the good with him, or can you clean some of that up in his attempt to obviously become?
No, it's not. We cannot just accept that. There's mistakes, and mistakes happen. But I guess you have to address what type of mistakes are happening, and Evan's a fantastic player, one of the best in the league. Certainly one of the best defensemen in the NHL. Tonight was not his night, but I've always seen him respond and play much better after games like this.
Yeah, Matthias said that he's got this superpower of forgetting stuff like that. Have you seen that? And you obviously I expect better bounce back performance based on that.
Yeah, no, I usually see him bounce back immediately after a bad shift, maybe a turnover, and it doesn't faze him, and he make the next play the next time. But we're going to have to move on from it. We can't dwell on it too much. We got to learn from things that happen. But Evan's one of our best players, and we got to have him playing as one of our best.
Well, no doubt about it. He'll have another chance to do that tomorrow against the New Jersey Devils. And to discuss the Devils and who knows what else, love having this guy on the program. Edmonton native, longtime Devils player, now an analyst with MSG Plus. Ken Danico is on the phone line. Ken, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Hi, fellas. Doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. It's always awesome to catch up with you. I know you're busy, so we won't eat up too much of your time. You were not an offensively leaning defenseman like Evan Bouchard, and I'm looking at your career, you were plus in the plus minus almost every year you played, but there might have been a bad break or two for you along the way. Were you quick at flushing a bad game or a bad play, or did they linger with you?
Well, you try, and as you get more experience and been around a little bit, because we all go through tough stretches, and you're just not feeling as comfortable on the ice. And for me in particular, you mentioned it, Reid, if I wasn't good defensively, I'm going to have a tough time staying in the lineup. Evan Bouchard has so many other attributes and an elite offensive threat and one of the best playoff players we've seen from the offensive standpoint. And are there going to be some hiccups defensively? Well, obviously, yes, every once in a while, because they have the guys like him have the puck on their stick more often. They make more high-risk plays, and you try to balance that out. I was a hard critic on myself, and it was tough. Many sleepless nights when you struggled with the puck, when you made a defensive mistake, when you turned it over. But you learn along the way to say in an 82-game schedule, this is going to happen. And you just don't want it to hurt your confidence too much. And I heard the Coach Knobloch, talk a little bit. And I love when coaches are encouraging and support your player. If you need a kick in the butt, you understand which players do and which players need a pat in the back, regardless how the game went or how your game is being played. You almost got to be a psychologist sometimes nowadays. Back in my day when I turned it over, I heard about it. It was just a different time and mentality a lot about where coaches could be hard on you, maybe a little too hard once in a while. But I'd go watch the tape. I'd put the VHS in. Yeah, I'm that old, guys. And go, man, I had more time than I thought. I could have been a little more relaxed here. My gap's bad, whatever it may be. And you try to flush it. And as my career went along, I learned to say, I couldn't wait for the next game so that I could rectify it.
Yeah, well, again, quite frankly, I think a few Oilers should be in that category tomorrow against the New Jersey Devils, who are coming in here 3-1, Ken. You gave up 6 goals in the first game of the season, a loss to Carolina. Pretty sound since then. And talking about goaltending, what's going to be the plan here for the Devils goaltending going forward?
Well, Jake Allen's the guy now. He's the man who Nico Dawes, who's got plenty of experience for the last couple of years, who they have some faith in, and we do as well. He had a real nice stretch last year, still trying to establish himself as a National Hockey League goaltender. And let's face it, guys, we've seen it around the league. I mean, man, this first week, injuries right and left, never mind goaltenders, top players, Tkachuk, Kopitar, Barkov in the offseason. I don't know what it is, what's in the water, but we're seeing that depth is even more important, especially in the early going. Devils have some guys banged up, some depth guys. Unfortunately, none of their top guys like last year where they were decimated as well as going to the playoffs. And now it's their number one goaltender, Markstrom, who tweaked something at the end of the Columbus game. We're hoping it's only a couple weeks. That's what we hear about in the diagnosis. So it's Jake Allen's net, and the Devils wouldn't want another guy. I mean, he has been exactly what they've needed in that role since joining the Devils, and expects to get a little more of a workload here until Markstrom comes back. But they know they're going to have to play Dawes in the next couple of weeks, and they have some faith in him. Like I said, he had a 3-game stretch last year where he was just dynamite, and it was only 3 games. It was a small sample size in the second half of the season where they were really struggling, and one game in particular in Nashville where he stole the game and stopped about 46 shots. Where they don't win those 3 games, they don't get points, they don't make the playoffs because it came right down to the wire. So it's an opportunity for him as well here. And it seems that you need 3-4 goaltenders that you can believe in. I know not many teams have it, so the Devils are hoping Dawes can be a stopgap as well here for them. And they're not going to get any favors tomorrow. You mentioned about the Oilers and their struggle on Long Island in that loss, and usually teams like the Oilers that have been back-to-back Stanley Cup or been to the Stanley Cup back-to-back want to rectify soon. But one thing I like more about the Devils so far, and again, it's just in the early going here, and you got to put it in perspective. They're showing a lot more composure late in games, situational play, up a goal, down a goal. You know, there hasn't been much panic where I saw too much panic in the last 20, 30 games of the season last year. And even in the Carolina game, which was the worst of the four, and we know how good Carolina is, and they've struggled mightily in their building. It was 3-3 with 2.5 minutes left in the hockey game, and an empty net, two empty netters. Why it was 6-3 at the end of the night. But they were in it and were right there to find a way to maybe get a point in that one as well, even though they weren't at their best and probably turned the puck over too much in that game.
Ken, I'll just throw you one more because I know you got to get to an event here, and we love that you made time for us. Former Oiler Connor Brown, man, oh man, he scored quicker in his first season with the Devils than it took him that first year in Edmonton, where he couldn't get that gorilla off his back. How's he played so far, and how do the Devils see him fitting in? You know, they obviously signed him to fill a role in the summer.
Everything is advertised so far, and the intangibles, never mind his play on the ice, the leadership, and having been to the Stanley Cup Finals back-to-back, I know what that experience means, and you can't have enough of it in your locker room so that when you go through the dog days, guys like him can really lend some experience and leadership and calm certain players down. It's no coincidence. I think he's sitting next to Jack Hughes in the dressing room, and there was a reason for that, to make sure Jack continues to elevate his leadership and understand what it takes every night, because he is their go-to guy, Hughes is, and they want Connor Brown to lend that knowledge along the way in his veteran leadership. He scored a couple of nice goals in Tampa. He goes north-south. Devils need more of that. He's positionally sound. He's just done everything in these first 4 games that they need. Yeah, he's got to chip in once in a while, and he got that grill off his back early. You mentioned it. Doesn't need to score every night, but just needs to play that good, hard-nosed game that wins his 50-50 battles. All the intangibles you need to win hockey games that always don't show up on the score sheet. So I've been really impressed with him in the early going, on and off the ice. What he says in the press, you know he's been there, and he understands it and gets it. And I speak from experience playing on teams and having a core group that knows what it takes to win on a nightly basis. And you need guys like Connor Brown in your team. So that's why they went out and got him, and he's expected to provide that leadership and just provide that energy and that shift when things aren't going. Get the puck in, pound the defenseman, and get it back, and get yourself an opportunity or two to maybe gain momentum for your side. He's done that thus far in the first 4 games.
Okay. Well, going to be a fun one tomorrow, Ken. We love having you on the show. Thanks a lot for fitting us in. Have a good broadcast tomorrow. We will see you in January when the Devils make their annual visit to Rogers Place. Take care.
Sounds fantastic, guys. Thanks for having me on, and always a pleasure.
Ken Danico, Edmonton native, former New Jersey Devils player, of course, 3-time Stanley Cup champion, now an analyst with the team for MSG+. So, yeah, the Devils 3-1 out of the gate. Meyer and Bratt, 5 points each in 4 games. Connor Brown already with 2 goals. You know, they won't have Markstrom for a while, he was talking about, but the old veteran Jake Allen is going to fill in. He has a win on the season and a .957 save percentage. So small sample size, but he's been looking pretty good so far. Last year, the Devils won both games against the Oilers. They shut out Edmonton November 4th at Rogers Place 3-0. They played in New Jersey on March 13th. The Devils took that game 3-2. So that's coming up tomorrow.
Can I ask you something? This is related to Evan Bouchard.
Yes.
Is there... Would this situation be able to be rectified a bit more in-game if a Jake Wallman was available?
That's a good question. Maybe.
You know what I mean? Maybe pull back Bouchard's time, or I mean, you know, how often he's on with the power play.
Because he still played 24-19.
Yeah.
And it was obvious early that he wasn't having a good night. Mm-hmm. Because even before the turnover in the neutral zone that led to the Barzal goal, we were still on air when we were saying, yeah, for those of you not watching the game, he just passed the puck into Leon Draisaitl's skates in front of his own net.
Yeah.
and gave and allowed the Islanders to get a point blank shot right off of that. So he wasn't sharp. And maybe even I mean, here's the thing, and maybe this is the difficult thing for Coach Knobloch. To me, the most significant way to punish, and I put that in air quotes, but to punish Evan Bouchard, maybe to wake up Evan Bouchard, is to take him off the power play.
Exactly. And who would be the only suitable?
Wallman would be the best guy to put in.
I guess not the only option.
I think Nurse got on a little bit last night, and Nurse was out there late in the game too after they pulled the goaltender. But that would be the most significant way. Like, you want to play? You want to have play time with Leon and Connor? Then you better play a little better 5-on-5, because Wallman's pretty good. I don't think he's as good as Bouchard on the power play, but I think there's a potential for him to be a decent point man, and he's got a big shot.
Yes.
Now, I do not know if Chris Knobloch is thinking this way, but this is how I would think. I would think, okay, Evan, you wanna sleep? Fine. You have a nap while we're on the power play.
Yeah, take a break.
You don't get that. You don't get that anymore.
Yeah. Did you hear what Ray Ferraro had to say about Evan Bouchard?
No, what did he say?
Well, it was pretty harsh. He said that is probably the worst 2 periods I've ever seen a professional. This is paraphrasing it,
right?
But seeing a professional hockey player in the NHL,
yeah,
the worst 2 periods he's ever seen.
It wasn't good. Now, here's the thing for Bouchard: we know that he's going to make mistakes. First of all, you hope the mistakes are not of the magnitude that they were last night. And if he's going to have a game like that, fine. We better not see a game like that until late December. You know?
Yeah.
And Stuart Skinner's under the same microscope. Okay, if he's going to make a screw-up play against Calgary, he better come back with a couple strong games and have a few more.
Which he did.
Now he still has to do it more to make people feel a little better.
Do you think you might see Pickard in net tomorrow?
Yes.
And then
Sunday, Detroit. I would guess Pickard tomorrow, and then Sunday Detroit would be Skinner. I would guess, but we'll see.
Yeah, supersized Indiana Jones. It sums it up. A coach's currency is ice time. Bouch is off PP1. That's Wallman's spot once he's back. I don't know if it's his spot, but at least you'd have that option if Bouch is Bouching.
Right. Because, there's only 6 defensemen.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so much ice time you can cut. And quite frankly, I wouldn't play Troy Stetcher more if Bouchard's struggling. But Wallman is a guy who could actually do some of the things that Bouchard could do.
Like the one where he got his pocket picked at center ice, that was just egregious. Like, get that up the wall.
Get it up moving. The ice, yes.
The shorthanded breakaway, is that also a lack of attention to detail for Evan Bouchard? Well, or is that just
when you played safety?
Yeah.
Were you not instructed to go cover the open guy behind you?
Well, you were as deep as the deepest person.
Right.
That was the number one.
Now, I know they were on
rule.
the power play, but he's got to read.
Yeah.
Pajot, I think it was Pajot, got the assist, might win that puck battle.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to start getting back. And the thing is with him, he doesn't even have to be even with Horvat. He just has to be between
in the
Pajot
right spot,
and the puck.
positioning wise.
Right.
You see a guy springing out of the zone, maybe take an angle that would eliminate a pass.
Yeah.
That might have been worse than the giveaway, the toe drag, which he did fumble a bit. I think if he had pulled off a successful toe drag, it would have probably worked.
And he has beaten guys that way, but still just frustrating doing it against Barzal, who's shifty enough to poke it away. Let's do the second half of Jay's play of the day.
Right now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay.
For Play Alberta.
As you all know, those Louise Wilkins has made it clear that she knows these odds, which was, it was surprising to you and surprising to me when you told me. So she put one in yesterday. It didn't work out, but hey, that's okay. But she did have one other in the holster that she
certainly did.
She said to Reid the day that we said, okay, well, Louise, you're gonna contribute to a play, and it's a doozy. But it's fun. So it's up. It's called the Louise Vote of Confidence play of the day. It's Edmonton Elks to win by 10 or more points tonight. That is straight from the mouth of Louise Wilkins, folks.
Yeah.
She believes in this team. And you know what? I don't mind this. This isn't laughable. It might be a bit of a stretch, but it's not laugh in your face laughable. And the number on it says you got to sprinkle this baby. Plus 710. When I was writing in to ask for the boosted odds, I said I had to reiterate that, yes, I do mean minus 9.5 points. So that is the Louise vote of confidence play of the day. That's over at playalberta.ca. That is boosted to plus 710. The Elks to win by 10 or more points. Love it.
Well, big payoff if you get it.
Hey.
I mean, you could bet $5 and you got yourself dinner tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A good dinner.
Yeah, a decent dinner. If it comes
that's
through.
good money.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
No.
And there could be points tonight because BC can score. BC doesn't always stop. So who knows? The Elks D up, get a break or two, maybe.
Rankin the
Why
damn
not?
ball,
Yeah,
baby.
Rankin reels off a couple long runs. You never know.
You never know, Reid.
I love my mom involved in the
it is
sports wagering portion of the program.
It is the cuffle.
Presented by Play Alberta. You never know. All right, Jay and I are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch, 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. Yeah, Smitty the Welder says, how many games have the Elks won by 10 this year? I think 2. No, they won a game 30-20.
They won, and
they won a game 31-19.
They won by 12 and 10.
Yeah, the last 2 games they've obviously won by single. Let me double check. What are their wins by? 6, 1, 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
Yeah.
So they're due, Smitty. They're due to kick the crap out of somebody.
Yeah. And why not do it on the back
Why not do
of
it?
a 7-1 Louise confidence play of the day game?
Right. I love it. You never know. Okay, 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. That is the River Cree Resort Casino inbox.
I do got to say, though, Reid.
What?
These EST specials are really starting to get dialed in.
Yeah, why not?
I think the boys here, we're finding out the groove. We're finding out what works, and we're dialed. I mean, we've been hitting some good ones lately. The EST, what was the one? Did they do one this afternoon? Yeah, the Let's Do It parlay. Nazar 1+ points, Kaprizov 1 power play point, Keller.
There's mine. Kaprizov power play point, I believe.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and Keller 1 goal.
Yeah.
That's 10-1. I mean,
they've been hitting too.
Put a good old toonie on it, and you're getting some chicken wings.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not give it a try? All right, it's 4:03. Jed Roberts, Dustin Nielsen still going to join us. We have Blue Jays starting. We got to get the TV going. Fired Up will feature the Blue Jays for Gemco, buying or selling for Damon Bunting. We'll talk some more Oilers there. It's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
The one thing I will tell you, you guys are in for an absolute treat tonight because this Matthew Schaefer kid.
That's what you were saying yesterday, buddy. You love him.
Well, I told you he played over 26 minutes. The next defenseman on their team was like 18, less than 18. Tony D. I think the books were way off on the Calder because it's been rejigged from 17-1 to 4-1.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in-store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Elks are back in action tonight, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Lions in BC. Cody Fajardo gets the start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30. The Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Matt Awanek and Jay Milne will be starting at 7:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. To the majors, the Blue Jays look to head home with the series lead after fighting back from a 2-0 deficit to Seattle. Kevin Gausman gets the ball for Toronto, while Bryce Miller starts for the Mariners. That first pitch goes in about 2 minutes. Later tonight, the Dodgers will try to close out the Brewers as they hold a 3-0 series lead. That game gets going at 6:38 in LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton faces New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas, Joaquin Gage, and myself starting at 12:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring. A spacious, family-friendly showroom open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Shaw carpet with spill-proof technology. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for a 10% discount. Second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
All right, appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Yeah, Blue Jays about to get underway. We will keep you updated. We're not going to say spoiler alert, okay? We're a sports station. We're live. We are going to update the score as it happens.
Yeah.
If Vladdy hits a home run, we're not going to say spoiler alert in case you're taping the game. We're going to say, "Oh, look, there's a home run." Oh, the roof closed? The roof's closed at old Safeco. Or what's it called now? T-Mobile Park. All right. Blue Jays, Mariners. Of course, you can get in touch. 780-218-9999. That's how you text the afternoon inbox. Presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Email Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Post in the nasty chat on YouTube. Chat with us, or often you just wind up chatting with fellow listeners there, and give us a thumbs up as well. 54 thumbs, not bad. We're on pace to get to 100, but you can't slow down.
Those are rookie numbers.
You got to go.
This is a big sports day.
It's a big sports day.
This is a huge sports day.
Blue Jays tonight.
Elks.
You got time for a snack or watch Brewers Dodgers? Well, actually, watch Riders Bombe.
Well, you have
That's
to.
a massive game.
You're going to be scoreboard watching.
Again, Elks fans, go Saskatchewan.
Yes.
I know that's counterintuitive.
Yes.
If you are an Elks fan, it is more helpful, much more helpful. It is entirely helpful if Saskatchewan wins that game. Now, the Elks still have to win tonight, so that's an absolute must. But it helps that it would help in the big picture for next weekend, perhaps, that if the Bombers also lost tonight.
All right, we're getting into fired up, right?
Fired up for Gemco. Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces, whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street.
Does it bother you when people refer to the Blue Jays as Canada's team?
Does it bother me? Like, no.
Yeah, I don't care. If you don't think
They're
don't.
They're the only team in Canada.
Baseball,
and
yes.
many people cheer for the Blue Jays simply because they're the only team in Canada and they're the easiest to watch on TV.
Well, they have a maple
I
leaf on their
realize other people have other favorite baseball teams. I would think if the Montreal Expos still existed, calling one team or the other Canada's team would be a little misplaced.
Like the Raptors.
Yeah.
Right? But not the Maple Leafs. No way.
Like, I always thought it was dumb that the Dallas Cowboys were America's team. Why?
They're still called America's
team.
team.
But they aren't.
That's just ego.
That's just ego.
That's just ego.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it.
You know what I didn't have a problem with? I did not have a problem with the Max Scherzer reaction to seeing John Schneider coming out of the...
That gave me goosebumps.
Here's a little bit from Schneider after the game.
You know, there's numbers, there's projections, there's strategy, and there's people. So I was trusting people, you know, and I think in that moment you kind of relive every conversation I've had with him over the course of the year, and trusted him to make pitches. You know, I was joking with him. You know, I've been waiting for that moment since our Zoom call in the offseason before we signed him. Loved it. There's a little more of that in between to send him back out for the 6th too. Talking about how we don't talk to him when he's starting. I definitely talked to him, and that was another fun conversation in the tunnel. So he was awesome, man. You know, and when a guy is in it, when a guy is in the arena performing and doing well, I'm going to trust him to continue to do it.
Loved it.
I mean, I guess you could say, why did he even go out there? Because they were saying on the broadcast last night that if Schneider jogs or runs out of the dugout, he's telling his pitcher, I'm not taking you out. I'm just checking on you.
Yeah, that was just hey, let's go.
Right. You know, but it was great. It was great to see Scherzer look up. Whoa. And then the let's go and perhaps some other words mixed in as he was leaving them out. And look, Scherzer is, he'd be a pitcher emeritus. You know, like he's got his tenure. If it was a 23-year-old pitcher reacting like that, I might be like, hey, dude.
Right.
You're talking to your boss. Scherzer's in a different category.
He's been there, done that.
Right.
He deserves the right to be able to be miffed.
Right.
And I think it was just a beautiful display. It was competitiveness shown.
Right.
In a walking out to the mound.
Well, really, this is why they signed Scherzer.
Exactly.
And you could also say this is why they signed Bieber. I mean, because when it's been September, I can't remember the exact date. I think it's coming up on a month since Scherzer pitched. And Bieber was still hurt when they acquired him. Wasn't he still coming back?
Yeah.
And then he comes out and has 8 strikeouts the other day. So this is why they got these guys. Bieber to perform and Scherzer to be the old warhorse in the playoff games. And be like, hey, I've been here. I know what. And I watched a post-game interview with him. And he said, yeah, like I knew there'd be some rust early, and I had a couple walks, but then I got out of the inning, and then I was fine. Like even knowing that, it's like, okay, I might struggle, but I can settle it down. Like just the value of having an athlete with that mentality.
Yeah.
Because some athletes might be like, I can't struggle. Him being like, walk a couple guys. That's fine. I'm good.
It's just composure. That's a guy that's been there.
Yeah.
I teased this yesterday.
You certainly did, my friend. And I do not know what he's about to do here.
Well, it might not be as interesting as you may think, but to me, it's caused me a great deal of grief. About a month ago, I received 2 new credit cards in the mail from Bank of Montreal. That's who my credit card's with. MasterCards. 2 new ones. And it did not say anywhere on there, hey, these are these are new cards. You need to start using them. It looked like to me a card that they were just trying to say, hey, use this Air Miles MasterCard. Get more Air Miles. Yada, yada, yada. It was a different number than my old or the current MasterCard I was using. No way related. Okay? So I said, okay, I'm not going to use these. I'll keep using my other one. Just set them on my nightstand, actually. At the CFR. Go to the CFR. The night of the CFR. Go to pay for parking with my MasterCard. Tap. Failed. Huh. That's odd. So I used my debit card. No problem. Okay, go inside. I met my wife there, and we met at the perfect spot. We just ran into each other before we got to our seats. And she's got all the popcorn and pop and burger. You know, she's got a bunch of stuff. And she says, hey, I couldn't use my credit card. And I said, I couldn't use my credit card. What's going on? So we think, okay, it's been compromised. Go look at the bank account. Nothing's up. Everything's fine. So whatever. I call them the next day. And they said, oh, yeah, we sent you. Oh, there's a Vladdy.
Vladdy doubled.
And that's two. Yeah, there's our basis.
The basis.
So I called them and I said, hey, what's going on with my card? They said, oh, we sent you new cards.
Yeah.
I said, no. Like, those were not, there was no description on there that said, hey, Jay, the current MasterCard you're using is going to expire or not be usable.
Well, what's the expiry date?
2027. So they sent me this card, and it didn't say that the other one's going to be canceled or not usable after this date.
But why else would they send you the cards, Jay?
It's a different number. It looked like, you get credit cards and sign up for this and get, 15% interest rate. You get credit cards in the mail.
I only get my replacement cards in the mail.
I have too, but you would think that would come in 2027.
True.
Right? Or 3 months before your expiry. So then I'm like, okay, well, you could have expressed this better, BMO. You dropped the damn ball. You left me in limbo at the CFR last night. I looked like a beggar. Tom was with me. I couldn't even buy him a beer. Anyways, now it's the fallout, Reid. The fallout is worse. Of all the people that, like yesterday on the show when I was huffing and puffing, up popped on my phone, hey, your Apple cloud account.
Nothing's updated.
Nothing's updated. Yeah, so I got to go through and I got to update my Bell. I got to update my cloud. It's just a pain.
So why did they send you new cards 2 years early?
They said that the old MasterCard was no longer, it was obsolete now. Now, it had raised numbers. My new card has no raised numbers. It's more fancy looking. Really? Well, look at it. It's a fancy looking card.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me see that.
Number 5. Yeah, so it's just, you know what, Reid? It's just another thing that just, it ticked me off. It was an unnecessary get Jay fired up at the CFR for no good reason on the behalf of BMO.
Okay.
So, this is a middle finger to BMO right now. You upset me. You kind of partially ruined my evening one night. And now I have to unknowingly update all my Netflix, all this stuff, Reid.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
It is, and especially more so when you're not expecting it. It's a slap in the face.
You've been slapped several times.
Yes. By MasterCard and BMO. Jerks.
Vladdy is stranded on second base. Scoreless after half an inning. Well, I did not expect that you were going to be that angry, nor about that. The longer I work here, the less of a curmudgeon I feel like. Because then when I hear some of the other of you complain, usually you and Trev, some of the stuff Trev's unhappy with, I'm like, wow. Yours is justified, though I didn't think you'd be quite that that passionate about it. But
McDiesel says, good thing you weren't buying pizza.
Yeah, well, what have you done? Well, we'd have to get more mediums, I guess.
Well, Maddie's on pizza, like a food duty tonight. We each, every second week, I buy food for the...
No, I might participate.
I think you should. And
he won't want me around.
Maddie said, for you and me, and his girlfriend Kayla's coming, he said, well, I bought 2 larges.
Well, he's already ordered the food?
Well, he's picked it out.
Okay.
We've got a plan. So yeah, Pizzagate. I wonder if Suits is going to bring it up on the broadcast tonight.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, they're doing the game together.
I wonder what the over.
He certainly brought it up on this show yesterday. Buying or selling for Damon Bunting when we get back. Let's go to the technical desk. It's Ben Thompson.
The Blue Jays look to head home with a series lead after battling from a 2-0 deficit against Seattle. Kevin Gausman's got the start for Toronto while Bryce Miller goes for the Mariners. That game is currently heading towards the bottom of the first inning, the score being tied 0-0. In the CFL, the Elks are in action tonight looking to keep their playoff hopes alive as they face the Lions in BC. Cody Fajardo starts for Edmonton while Nathan Rourke gets the call for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30. The Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Matt Awanek and Jay Milne starts at 7:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Later tonight, the Dodgers look to finish off the Brewers as they lead the series 3-0. First pitch goes at 6:38 from LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton takes on New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Be sure to tune in to the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas, Joaquin Gage, and myself starting at 12:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Buying or selling for David Bunting on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Hockey insider and analyst is Luke Gazik from Sportsnet.
But I like Tomasek, man. Big body, grinds it out. Same thing, protects the puck pretty well. You need a dog on that line that is going to go get pucks and just get them there. Like, I love Trent Frederick, but he probably could have had 4 goals. So you need someone to start finishing as well. Protecting a puck and doing all this and get pucks back is good, but you got to produce if you're on that line.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll. Don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, thanks for joining us this afternoon. No score. Jays Mariners, bottom of the first. Mariners have a runner on second with 1 out. We will keep you updated on that game tonight. Elks in BC to take on the Lions. Kickoff at 8:30. The Green and Gold Kickoff Show with Jay Milne and Matthew Wanek on Edmonton Sports Talk will be at 7:30. Then they're on after the game to break it down with the Green and Gold postgame show. Tomorrow, 12:30, GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas in for Tom, setting up the 1:30 game between the Oilers and the Devils. As we go into buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years, he and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven. He understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. You got something for me, my friend, on our beloved hockey team?
Benny, I'm going to have to get you in on this too.
Oh, Benny's. Where are you going, Ben?
Well, as we've alluded to this.
He watches the big dumper bath and it makes him, reminds him he has to go to the bathroom. What was I going to do earlier today?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, go take a Cal rally.
Well, I would I would hate to have a Shaticum situation.
A what?
A Shaticum. Remember?
Benjamin.
Remember?
Be careful with the language, my
No,
friend.
This is a family. I think my kids are listening.
Yeah, I think Coop the Corgi might be tuning
You
it.
guys literally said that on the air.
No, we did not say that.
My daughter
on the
just texted me. What did he say?
We did not say that on the
Okay,
air.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we've alluded to this before, whether it be the NFL Super Bowl halftime show, CFL. It's probably not geared for people of Reid and I's vintage, right? It seems that it's moving towards more and more of a younger audience.
Okay.
So the CFL announced yesterday that Machine Gun Kelly is going to be the headliner for the CFL halftime show. The only thing I know Machine Gun Kelly from is his very good, I guess, portrayal of Tommy Lee in the...
He played Tommy Lee in The Dirt?
The Dirt.
I didn't know that.
That's Machine Gun Kelly. And he was fantastic.
I still haven't watched The Dirt. I read
I've
read the book.
I know, but
I've
you
read the
back
book.
it up by watching
I've
it.
read
It's
the
so
book.
good.
What is the movie going to teach me that the book didn't?
Entertainment, Reid. It's entertaining.
Okay, then I'll watch something I don't already know about.
But I just think you should. I think, well, hey, now you have a reason to because Machine Gun Kelly plays Tommy Lee.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fair. So, young Benjamin. I couldn't name you a Machine Gun Kelly song. I know he got into a rap beef with Eminem.
Yep.
That's
And he got killed.
and he's an app. Well,
He
he's
used to be
still
with
alive.
Megan Fox.
Well, he didn't die, but
He got
he dated Megan Fox. Yeah.
okay. So, what do you think about this announcement?
I think it's a newer like generation type artist that fits the genre and the audience of the CFL. It's a punk rock. I think people my age will enjoy him, and I think people that are older than me will enjoy him.
Do you listen to him currently?
I don't. Mainly just because it's not really my genre. There was a good album that came out a couple years ago. I didn't listen to it, but a lot of my some of my friends did.
I listened to it.
Yes.
I listened to Tickets to My Downfall.
Yes.
I can't remember anything from it, but I remember liking it.
Yeah, it was popular.
Okay,
It was a popular album.
if you Google Machine Gun Kelly song, just play what comes up first. Let's just do a little
on
test
YouTube.
here.
Oh, I got to go on YouTube then.
Go on the YouTube.
Well, hang on. Now I have to. This is complicated for me.
There is a song. I Think I'm Okay is good. I like that from him. My Ex's Best Friend, I'm pretty sure I like.
What would his
big song be?
what's the hit?
I Think I'm Okay is
Cliche?
I Think I'm Okay was the one that stuck out like that. I'm
Go
pretty
to
sure that
I'm
was the one.
okay.
I think
Well, now I
I'm
gotta
I think I'm
find it.
okay.
Like just to talk about this guy. Like
This is Reid.
I think I'm okay. Hang on. I gotta wait for some ad to play. Hey, it's $1.49 day Tuesday, October 21st. It's Save on Foods. Now I gotta unmute it. No, it's still another ad.
Oh, this is great.
Oh my God.
This is electric. This is what people come to watch. Is Reid
me getting
struggling
pissed
with
off.
technology.
There's swearing in this?
Probably, actually.
He's got a lot of tattoos, eh?
He does. He does have a lot of tattoos.
Watch me take a
Wait,
good
wait,
thing,
wait, wait.
fuck it
Wait.
all.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, guys. That is why we don't do that. That is exactly why we don't do that.
Gosh darn it,
Oh
Ben.
my God. Like, why are we playing? Okay, we're never doing that again. We're never doing that again.
Never.
Watch me.
What?
Let's come on again. Let's come on again. Now I'm playing it again by accident. Well, because I'm putting myself on YouTube to get the feedback. Oh my God, you guys.
Oh,
well, okay, it's Machine Gun Kelly. Nobody cares that he's halftime. Selling that people care. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. If you're a fan, good, watch it. Nobody cares.
Okay.
We're not even going to have a show at the end of this break because of stupid Machine Gun Kelly. Milwaukee's going to come in here and cancel us.
Oh. Reid, I'm sorry I put you in that position. That's my fault.
I'm sorry for choosing the song.
Why are we playing songs?
That's my
without
fault.
vetting them?
That's my fault. If our show
No, it's
gets,
my fault. I should have said no. We're not doing it.
If our show gets canceled, it should be me. I'm putting my neck on the chopping block.
No, you aren't.
Fair.
We're not going to get chopped. We might get spoken to.
That's.
But Machine Gun Kelly, a guy for my generation, but kind of makes punk rock for now. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of him, so I couldn't really care. But I don't know. It's kind of like a Bad Bunny situation for Super Bowl. Some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it. And that's
well, it's always overly criticized. Like just fine.
Yeah.
Somebody's like a performer's performing. Let them perform.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Whatever. Go with it. Will he do that song? Well, he might have to change some of the lyrics if he does that song. That's amazing.
Isn't it? Do you have a buying or selling for me, Reid?
I don't anymore. Yeah, what's your favorite swear word, Jay? Why don't you list them all off? Why don't you just list them all off? Hey, Google Eddie Murphy Raw off YouTube. Let's just play the whole set. Why don't we do some Anthony Jeselnik jokes while we're at it? See how that goes over.
Stone Cold.
Van's not reacting to anything. Top of the second, no score. Jays and Mermen. Did your Chet Palmer called them the Mermen?
Yes, he did. Yeah. Oh, where were we? Oh,
you had another buying or selling for me.
I do. Are you actually surprised the Oilers laid an egg last night in Long Island?
I am surprised that they played as poorly as they did.
But are you? Like, given the body of work that this team has turned out to be?
I'm surprised they were that sloppy. Yes.
It took it to another level for you?
Yes, and especially on the heels of the Rangers game. Especially on the heels of the Rangers game, in which they weren't very good. Like I was saying, they left their goaltender out to dry a lot against the Rangers, and they basically did the same thing against the Islanders. I'm surprised they didn't play a cleaner, crisper, more detailed game. That surprised me. Am I surprised they didn't have a great game? No. I'm surprised. Am I surprised that they lost? No. I mean, every team's going to lose games. I'm surprised that they were sort of that dispassionate and that lackluster with some of the important details of the game.
Do you honestly think that, you know, being in the New York road trip, going out with the team, do you think as professional athletes that can come into play and actually factor into their play? Like, is that a valid excuse is what I'm asking?
No.
I don't think it is.
No.
I really don't think it
is. Did they go out and party? I have no idea. And quite frankly, I don't care. I think they had their rookie meal on Monday after they got there. I think most of them, I'm not saying all of them, I think most of them take pretty good, take care. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of players don't or rarely drink in the, like I saw an interview, I think it was recently, somebody, was it The Athletic? There was something about life on the road in the NHL. And then an anonymous player said, I do not drink during the season. Because like if I get drunk, it affects me for a month.
Wasn't that what we were looking at, Reid, when we were looking at the dynamics of the team? And now a lot of the younger players on the team will be in their hotel rooms playing Xbox with each other.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of going out for dinner.
So I don't know. If they did, I don't fine, they did it. But are you going to do that twice on the same? I don't know. I don't think being in New York, anything like that is an excuse. You know, you got a game. I mean, they've won plenty of games. Well, they've won plenty of games, road games against the Rangers over the years. So that hasn't hurt them. I just think that I don't know. Maybe we're going to find, we'll see over the next 5 to 10 games what kind of personality they take on. I was worried about the team not scoring a lot of goals, and they haven't. Now, McDavid, we thought McDavid would pick up the slack on some of the goals that have left the lineup. He has not scored. Has he been close to scoring?
Yeah. Like he had that rush last night where he took it.
Oh, yeah, right.
I thought he could have come around short side.
Oh, yeah, that was a great rush.
Instead of taking all the
so
way around.
that was a good chance. But I also think McDavid hasn't been quite at his usual level. Now, he still creates more than almost any other player in the league, even if he's not at his level. But I just feel like they're turning the puck over too much. And it's quite frankly, it's not just Bouchard. I mean, he was guilty of some horrible errors. I don't think it's just Bouchard. And then I just wonder with the forward lines, will there be enough scoring? You know, like you can't look at Podkolzin and Kapanen necessarily and say, well, you need to score more. I mean, Podkolzin's they've had good offensive years. I don't know if that's who they are now. So there might be some limitations with the way the lineup is constructed at this point. I know they have to get Hyman back, but I was surprised at the degree to which that was a lackluster game. Were you?
I guess it was heightened by the egregious errors on behalf of Evan Bouchard. That took it to a new level,
right?
I think for many people. But no, this team has the ability to play like that, to just lay an egg and not have any. You know, who were you talking about where you used the word gumption? Was that the Oilers?
Yes.
Yeah, the home opener against Calgary.
Yeah.
That was similar to last night. It just seemed like nobody there wanted to take the bull by the horns.
Well,
and to be honest, what do you think about all this line shuffling? I mean, we know Chris Knobloch, when he does things, it's not just spur of the moment, usually.
Well, he's shown that he's willing to change, and other coaches have shown they're not willing to change. So you got to, I mean, if you win, then you don't get criticized.
True.
I just thought he was going to leave Draisaitl, McDavid, and Frederick together for a longer period of time. If they want that to be the line, and they want Frederick to be in that role. No, well, they were back together for the game against the Canucks, right?
Yeah, but it didn't last, right? Like it's not something that they're going with.
Yeah. But now, look, maybe this is just going to be a little mini slump to start the season. We know they're a veteran team. But yeah, I didn't like, I mean, you're going to lose games, but I just didn't like the way they played last night. They gave up too much. They didn't initiate enough. The penalties were horrible. I mean, what are they taking? McDavid got a tripping penalty first period. That negated a power play. So that's not good. Tomashik got another penalty. That's the one blight on his game. Ekholm goes off for interference early in the third. I can't remember that one. Stetcher, avoidable tripping penalty. Frederick, completely avoidable high sticking penalty. Both those are in the last 9 minutes of a tied game, where you at least put yourself in a position to get it into overtime and get a point.
Yep. But yet they found a way to lose almost.
They found a way to lose. And again, I thought Stuart Skinner had a good game. I know, save percentage below 900. I thought he made some really good saves. I thought he made some important saves to keep it tied or within a goal at several points throughout the game. He scored twice on a breakaway. He scored on twice on a breakaway, and then he has to face 2 power plays in the last 9 minutes. Like, just not good, not detailed.
Library Pat says the book is almost always better. He says stick to your machine guns, Reid.
Thank you. I will.
Uncle Jesse says this is exactly why this show is my favorite.
Thank you, Uncle Jesse.
The real Slim Davy says, does this mean we can send in limericks about men from Nantucket?
You can.
Be creative.
You can send them in. That's fine.
And Sean asks, what time does the Elks pregame show? It starts right here with myself and Matthew Awanek at 7:30.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you've got a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer whenever works for you. Download the Play Alberta app today and get started with a $50 casino bonus. Just deposit $50 with promo code EST Casino. Play smart, play local, and remember to use your game sense. Our buddy Jed Roberts, when we bring you back. Here's Ben.
The Blue Jays are in action right now, looking to head home with a series lead after battling back from a 2-0 deficit against Seattle. Kevin Gausman got the start for Toronto, while Bryce Miller is on the mound for the Mariners. That game is live as we speak. Bottom of the second inning with the score still tied 0-0. In the CFL, the Elks are back in action tonight, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Lions in BC. Cody Fajardo gets the start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30, with the Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Matt Awanek and Jay Milne starting at 7:30 on Edmonton Sports Talk. Later tonight, the Dodgers will try to close out the Brewers as they hold a 3-0 series lead. First pitch goes at 6:38 from LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton faces New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas, Joaquin Gange, and myself starting at 12:30 on Edmonton Sports Talk. Jed Roberts on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
If there was more splendor to go around for everyone, that would have been welcomed with open arms.
Did anybody go home hungry, I wonder?
Yes,
Men did. Really? I won't lie, I did go home and eat a little more when I did get home. Well, there you go.
I did.
You guys had a post-staff party meal.
Little snack.
But Lieutenant Eric and Trev both said they went home and ate.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Got your rally cap on? So do we. Get your home base ready with Sentinel Storage and cheer on Canada's team. Let's go Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
The Oil Stream.
This might tick me off more than anything that Evan did last night, more than Trent Fredericks, Connor McDavid. Shoot the puck. Last night I tweeted about it. There was a close-up. I rolled it back twice. He was in a grade A scoring chance with big save Dave. Flopping. He passes it to Troy Stetcher. He has the audacity to say, shoot the
Oil
puck.
Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
So the Oilers continuing their road trip, 2 games this weekend. Saturday afternoon, 1:30 game at New Jersey. Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock game against the Detroit Red Wings. Elks tonight. Huge game, of course. 8:30 on the road against the BC Lions. The Elks 0-2 against the Lions this season, though Cody Fajardo was the starter in neither of those games. The Elks must win to keep their playoff chances alive, and they could be eliminated from the playoffs tomorrow afternoon, even if they do win tonight. But at least if they win tonight, they put some pressure on Calgary tomorrow. Let's go to the video hotline presented by Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. And as our good buddy, Double E alum, Jed Roberts, checking in this afternoon. Jed, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. You guys?
Good. We got an echo there. Can we, is it, Ben fixed it already? I didn't even need to bring it up. How foolish of me. What are you up to this afternoon, Jed?
I'm just getting ready to take my youngest boy to a birthday party. He's going to the trampoline park.
Oh, my goodness.
To lose his mind for 5 hours.
Are you going to go on a trampoline?
No. My trampolining days are well beyond me.
Okay. What's going on? The school sports, they're totally shut down, eh?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and my son actually, unfortunately, broke his collarbone down at Okotoks playing against Holy Trinity. They had a scrappy bunch down there and caught an out pass and just landed on it awkwardly. So he'll have to do some rehab. But it's kind of a mixed blessing because, I wouldn't call it a blessing. Not playing football is not a blessing, but with the teacher strike and all this other stuff, it's like it never happened, right? Because nobody else is playing either. So, it's part of football. If you play football long enough, you play any contact sport long enough, you're going to get some nicks and bruises. And, it's a pretty painful injury, but he's taking it pretty good. I think he's handling it better than I would. If it was me, I'd be a lot more miserable than he had. So he's teaching me a little something.
Jed, is there a date where if this continues on long enough that they're just going to say, okay, we're canceling everything?
You know what? I don't know. And that's a great question, Jason, because and I've also heard, too, that if the government just says, you know what, we're going to order you back to work, well, that means that we can practice but not necessarily play games because it's more about like kind of doing the bare minimum, which is really unfortunate because, the ones who seem to be kind of getting the short end of the stick and all of this is the kids, right? Both ways. So I don't know. I think that, they'll probably table something like that and we'll see what happens. I'm an optimistic guy. I think that something will get worked out. I think they'll try to figure it out, and that we'll still get a season. I'd heard that if it doesn't really work out for the fall, they may have a truncated playoff in the spring and give the kids a chance to play for a city championship and maybe even perhaps do a provincial. But that's all pie in the sky stuff. We don't really know what's happening, so we're just kind of taking a wait and see. So.
Well, hopefully for Salisbury's sake, and I know they have a good squad this year, so that would be nice if they could at least have a chance of competing for that. Let's move over to the Elks. I mean, this is a huge game tonight. Must win. I mean, they've been playing must wins for the last 2 weeks, essentially. So they got to go out to BC and get a win. But, they also need some help in some other ways. It's going to be hard for the Elks to make the playoffs. But if you're looking back on this season from week 19 in the CFL, what has surprised you the most from this 2025 version of the Edmonton Elks?
The defense. The beginning of the year, they just weren't doing anything. They weren't getting any turnovers. They weren't really getting any pressure. It was very night and day, and I don't know how much of it has been just people kind of stepping up and maybe JC Sherritt kind of learning as he went. I think he's called a lot better game over the last second half of the season. I think that, you've got the emergence of Mogensen in the middle there, taking over for Morgan. That's going to be interesting when Morgan comes back because they got to figure out what they're going to do. And that's a good problem to have, right? And then you've got the emergence of DeBlanco. I think that you've got the nucleus. You've got a pretty good base of good players, like a solid base. If you look at the O-line, this is probably as consistent as they've been maybe in the last 15 years in terms of like, they've been pretty lucky in terms of like not having guys get hurt. Hopefully I didn't jinx them, but getting O'Donnell in there has really solidified their run game and given them options in terms of like how they call games. And, it's no mistake that, Rankin has been rattling off some pretty long ones there since O'Donnell got in the lineup there. And I just think that this team has made a step up over the last, little while there. They've got some continuity going. They've got some familiar faces, and that's what you got to do, man. You've got to build a program around. You've got to find your guys you want to build it around and then start adding and mixing and matching, kind of like what the Oilers are doing right now with Connor and Leon. You just kind of, there's always this core nucleus of guys, and then you just sort of build around that, and then maybe you get one or two fall away every year, and they just haven't been able to do that for whatever reason, right? It's been so inconsistent with this franchise, but I feel like they're headed in the right direction, and they've still got a chance to make the playoffs. As dim and distant as it might be, it's still something to play for, and I think that they're much better, I think, this year in terms of like the direction that the franchise is heading than they've been in any point in time, I think, since Jason Moss left. So,
Double E alum Jed Roberts joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I mean, you touched on it. The defense they had 5 sacks through the halfway point of the season. Now they have 21 sacks in total. I want to take you back to your playing days. I mean, you played with some of the best, you included. But they lost Jake Ceresna. They didn't have Robbie Smith for a large part of that time when the defense started to move the right direction. Are you surprised with the ability for them to get this sacks, given that, at least in my opinion, Jed, when those injuries happened, they went to more of a by committee defensive line mentality. Is that something you had experience with?
Well, and I'm going to go back to, I keep saying continuity, right? And the thing that was the most consistent facet of the franchise when I was there was that we always had the same cast of characters, right? And it's really difficult when you're bringing guys in and out of the lineup all the time. And that's been the norm here for the past 10 years, maybe even longer. But this year they've been pretty fortunate. Like Brinkman's had a really good year, when Ceresna went down, Brinkman kind of stepped up his game a little bit. I think the biggest improvement has come at the ends there with Barlow and Taylor. They got a lot more pressure on the edge, which helps, kind of collapse the pocket. And when quarterback steps up, he ends up in the waiting arms of guys like Brinkman and Williams. I think that too, the linebacker play has been a lot better. They've been, they've been filling holes a lot better. I think Dublanko had a couple plays there in the last game that were just outstanding, where he just kind of shot the gap and, had a tackle for loss. So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff you have to have that. Everybody has to play together. Everybody has to play in the scheme. And I think they weren't doing that in the first half of the season. And you really see everybody kind of buying in and picking up and doing their jobs and not trying to do too much. It's just something to build on, that's for sure. I think that's been the biggest surprise for me is the defense. And also, too, you got on offense there, you've got a couple of nice surprises there with receiver, because we don't really have a number one receiver, I don't think, right now, with Dunbar being out. But you got guys like Victor and Hillier, coming in, and it's good. It's good to build on that for the future. You got some talent there. They finally, that's one thing that Ed Herbie does is a good job of. Is he always brings in quality talent, and he tries to keep that group together and try to tinker like a mad scientist, like the guy before him used to do.
Yeah, I hear you there for sure, and hopefully a good foundation for next year. Though it'd be great to see the miracle and see them get into the postseason this time around. Defending Rourke, I mean, he can be a totally different beast when he's on, and we even saw in the game earlier this season against BC. It was 7-3 Edmonton at halftime.
Yeah,
and I think Blanchard had missed a kick or two, so. He is stoppable, but we saw in that game when the Elks pressure him, he can still run. I mean, that's still part of Rourke's game. Do you have to almost pick, okay, if he beats us, he's going to beat us this way? Or is it possible to try to take everything away that he can do?
You just got to take away what he does really well and just kind of hope he doesn't adjust to it, right? And you said it in your openings, your question was that when he's on, there's really not a whole lot you can do, right? Because he's very athletic. He creates space for himself. He extends plays. He's always looking downfield. He can run, and he can beat you in a lot of different ways. But you just gotta scheme around trying to take away his first read, get some pressure, try to mix it up a little bit. Not don't be too predictable. I think it'll be a good game. I think that these guys have something to play for. I think they'll play hard. I think it'll be a close game. I don't think it'll be. I think it'll. I think this team's gonna create some headaches for teams down here in the last 2 or 3 games here. I wouldn't want to be playing Edmonton on the schedule here, if you're trying to make the playoffs, because they're going to make life difficult for you. So I'm optimistic. I think they'll take it right down to the wire, and they'll get a little help, and football will be fun here in Edmonton again.
Jed, we really appreciate it. You're always fun to have on the show. You've joined us here in studio. You've done it from your home office. You've done it from a car. We got to find a submarine to put you in or something like that, so you can keep changing up the locations. Too bad West Edmonton Mall got rid of theirs.
Yeah, I was at the West Edmonton Mall today.
Oh, good.
That's funny. Yeah.
Doing some shopping. That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys.
Jed Roberts, I love how he breaks down the game. He kind of said if Rourke's on, you just what can you do? I mean,
you just got to go step for step,
right,
with him if he's on, because you're really going to have a hard chance stopping him.
Could this? Okay, here's a question for you. What is the Elks' highest scoring game this season? So 31-30 against Toronto was 61 points. 39-33, the home win over Ottawa. So that would have been 72 points. Could this be their highest scoring game of the season?
It might have to be.
I mean, 39-30, 72 is quite a bit. Certainly, but here's the thing. When I was, there were times in the season I wasn't feeling great about the Elks. I think they should be the underdogs in this game, but I don't think they're completely overmatched. And I think they can adjust to whatever tone this game takes on. BC's scoring. Okay, we got to push it. We got to score. Okay, it's a defensive battle. We can play that type of game.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a close game. I think the Elks have belief. I mean, David Beard was on Tuesday and said, hey, it took a while for us to gel. We had a lot of new faces. We had a lot of new coaches. We had to go through the growing pains, and now it's starting to pay off with 6 wins in their last 9. It might not be here's the thing. The Elks could win 8 of their last 11 games and still win the playoffs. Because as much as we say it's a must-win for them tonight, that's just to stay alive. That's not to clinch. They could win their last 2 games and finish the season on an 8-3 run and still not get in. That's just the reality. But I do think they're going to give the Lions a tough game. I mean, this isn't earlier this season. This isn't most of the last 3 years where you just sense at some point the Elks had been broken or just weren't flat out good enough.
No, and you know what I really appreciated from David Beard earlier, and I didn't tell you this, at least on air, but he said, yeah, we know, we're watching the scoreboard. They know they need the help. It's not like we're just focused on our job. No, I appreciated the honesty about that, because you would be. You care. You want this team to get into the playoffs. So you need help. And for your question, might this have to be their highest scoring game? Yeah, if they win, I think it'll have to be one of the highest scoring games. I mean, the over-under is set at 56.5 points.
Right.
That's very high, even for the CFL.
Yeah. The most the Elks have scored in a game this season is 39. The most they have given up is 36 when they lost to Winnipeg. So, and they gave up 38 against the Alouettes as well. We're talking about the teacher strike. I may have told this story on air. I don't think I've told it on Edmonton Sports Talk. When I think it was the first year I was in Lloyd. I think it was in the fall of 2000. It was if it wasn't, it was in the fall of 2001. The Saskatchewan teachers went on strike.
Oh,
and so sports got shut down. And it was in the fall. And the coach of the Holy Rosary Raiders football team did an interview with, I can't remember if it was me or Greg, the other sports guy, and said, "Well, it's a tough situation. Like if you're asking me who I care about, thousands of teachers I don't know, or the 25 kids I practice with every day, well, I'm going to pick the kids every time."
Yeah.
And the teachers union got a hold of that, and they were not happy.
Really?
Because they took it as a union member saying something against the other members of the union, which he wasn't doing. But I remember him calling us, and he's like, they're requesting this tape, and they want to know what I said. And I was like, well, you didn't say anything bad. He's like, well, no, I didn't. And then it reached the point our station was accused of doctoring the tape.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez.
By the Saskatchewan teachers, whatever. It didn't go anywhere. Like, I think probably somebody on our end was like, higher up was like, really? Like, you want to, this is where you want to go?
That's too bad.
But it does. Like the kids, the kids suffer. I mean, I'm not, well, I will take a side. I'm with the teachers on this one. My dad's a retired teacher, but I do feel for all the kids that are losing extracurricular stuff.
Yeah. It's a tough, it's tough for sure. And it's, it's thrown off so many people's lives, to be honest with you. Right.
Yeah.
And even if they get forced into coming back to work, it still doesn't mean anything for extracurricular activities. So
no, because if the teachers work without a contract, they won't do extracurricular.
No.
Right. Jay and I are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. We will go to Vancouver. Our boss, the host of the Nielsen Show, Dustin Nielsen, will be checking in on the Oil Country Towing video hotline after the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
If not the Oilers, the Habs will be the next Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup.
I'm going to fire it. I would say Winnipeg before.
Still think Winnipeg can get her done, eh?
They have all the pieces.
Matthews, we know, going to leave Toronto, so they're out.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to the Mammoth or something.
Right now, it's potentially Toronto and potentially Winnipeg.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Train furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. Train, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
Honey, where are we going to put all of our summer stuff?
In the kids' room.
What?
Mom, a little help? Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
The Blue Jays are on the field right now looking to head home with a series lead after battling back from a 2-0 deficit to Seattle. Kevin Gausman started for Toronto while Bryce Miller on the mound for the Mariners. That game is going on as we speak. It's in the bottom of the third inning, 2 outs. Seattle leads 1-0. In the CFL, the Elks are in action tonight, hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Lions in BC. Cody Fajardo gets the start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30 with the Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Matt Awanek and Jane Milne starting at 7:30 on Edmonton Sports Talk. Later tonight, the Dodgers will look to close out the Brewers as they hold a 3-0 series lead. That one gets going at 6:38 from LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton takes on New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Be sure to tune in to the GCL Diesel Oilers Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas, Walking Gage, and myself starting at 12:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Benny's Blind Rankings coming right up on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
All right, hope you're having a great Friday. Yeah, a lot of sports to watch this weekend. It's already started. Blue Jays are on the diamond right now. Elks tonight, Oilers Saturday and Sunday. Blue Jays Sunday night for sure. All the NFL, other CFL to watch. Still college football going for people who are into that. My goodness. It's just a cornucopia. Is that proper usage of that word?
Cornucopia?
Yeah.
I believe so.
If not, we'll say it is.
We say a lot of things.
We really do. Sometimes singers say things too.
Oh, boy. I wonder if that's going to get brought up by our boss.
He probably wasn't listening.
Should we just admit?
No,
guilt?
I think we just leave it.
We just leave it?
We just leave it. We just leave it.
What about honesty?
Matthew heard it.
Yeah, he's already...
Right, if we're asked about it, we're honest. We don't have to be, don't ask, don't tell. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. That's the afternoon inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. That is available for dine-in and takeout. Is this the latest Elks game you've ever worked? Oh, you would have done West Coast games last year.
No, we did. The home opener was an 8:30 start. Or not the home opener, the season opener.
Oh, was it in BC?
Yeah.
Did you do Green and Gold kickoff show the first year of the show? First year of EST when you
First
weren't?
year of the show here, yeah.
But the first EST's first year, did you do it? When you weren't fully on?
No, I don't believe
full
so.
Employee. Did they have one?
Like 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2023.
Here comes Matawana.
I don't believe so.
Oh, right, because it didn't launch halfway through the season. Yeah.
If they had won on Labor Day that year, we
Would have done one?
But they were out of the playoffs.
There's okay. All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. They actually, you really are. You really are. The 2023, they lost on Labor Day, but won the rematch. That was the Queen's Wave game, Dean Faithful. And then they swept Labor Day last year.
Yeah.
And then they split this year. All right. This is a fun part of the show. It's going to be the afternoon debate this week for the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Accepting registration now for Thursday night men's curling. Plus, book your bonspiel for the upcoming season and get a free ice rental with the purchase of a buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details. We bring aboard at the technical desk Ben Thompson for Benny's Blind Rankings.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you. Benny's Blind Rankings today is going to be single season home run leaders for the Blue Jays all time.
Right. So then their entire history.
But
these are for individual seasons. Oh, my goodness. Now, are you going to give us the number that the guy hit?
No, I'm going to give you the year, and then we'll go from...
Oh, so you could have a player more than once.
Correct.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there might be two?
There might be.
There could be two Ernie Witts. This is I don't know this. I mean, I'll know some... Well, I do not know the Blue. I don't know who's hit them. Don't put anything in the nasty chat. I don't know who's hit the most homers in a single season for the Blue Jays. I should know that, and I don't. Do you know?
No, but I don't know any of the blind rankings. Clearly, I've
he picks stuff that we don't know.
Right, I've generally stunk at this song.
Well,
and
it's a good
dance.
guessing game. It's a good guessing game. Okay.
All right. So you're going to give a name and a year, and we have to guess where that ranks in the history of the Blue Jays for most home runs in a single season.
Yes. Let's get on with the slaughter.
I will lead you off.
Double for, was that Lucas?
Lucas.
Yes.
Vladdy coming up, no out, top four.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Time for a
Right
dinger.
on the line.
That one just snaked down the line.
Time for a dinger.
Okay.
Jason Milne coming up now. 0 for 87 on the season.
You know it, man. I'm ready to ball out here, dude.
Yeah. What was our premise? We start playing baseball to see, what was it?
Oh, they walked him.
Oh, they put Vladdy on.
What do you think of that?
I like it.
It does speed up.
Just keep it going. Keep it going.
Nothing more electric than a pitcher pitching.
Once in a year, it's a wild pitch.
Wild throw to the catcher.
All right, sorry, I'm delaying.
You're okay.
Give us a thumbs up on YouTube, by the way. We're lagging.
Alejandro.
So my mom watches one game, last week against the Yankees. And Alejandro Kirk goes like 0 for 4. She's like, well, that guy's out of the lineup. I'm like, what are you talking about, Mom? Can't hit. I'm like, well, he's one of their...
He's a pretty big deal.
He's a pretty good hitter. Well, I don't know about that. Now she's come around on him.
Hey, George Springer. We're totally derailing your segment here, Ben. George Springer looks like... Wasn't there an actor called... I'm going to butcher this name. Wasn't it Sean Majumder?
Yes.
Google...
Was that from this hour is 22 minutes?
Google his picture.
You think that he looks like George Springer?
Identical.
I don't want to look at the computer now because people might be posting Blue Jays stuff in the nasty
We're
chat.
going to have to get a picture
we'll do
of...
it
Is that his name, though, Reid? Sean Majumder?
I think so.
He looks exactly like George Springer, at least from my memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was the guy on this hour that's 22 minutes that did that real sweaty reporter.
Yes.
And really and then Crosby stopped to talk to him. Like he somehow got into the All-Star game or a Penguins practice and was like in a public area, but close enough you could see the players walk by, and he would do the accent. I won't do it, but he would be like, Mr. Crosby, Mr. Crosby. And they were like, hey, leave him alone. And then Crosby was like, oh, these guys are from Nova Scotia. Yeah, I'll talk to him. Right. And they let him in to interview Crosby in character.
Is this hour has 22 minutes still around?
I think it's still going because I've seen some stuff on YouTube. Anyway, Ben's blind rankings. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah. Edwin Encarnacion 2016.
Well, he hit quite a few. I don't think he's going to have the most, though.
Encarnacion. I mean, he had a home run song.
He did. I'm going, well...
You know what I always
maybe
do?
He does have the record.
I'll put it in.
He wouldn't have the most in a season, would he?
I think he does.
The more I think about it, the more I start to think maybe he should be up high. But I'm going to put him 2. Edwin 2016. I'm going to put 2.
Great band, Edwin.
What was their big song?
You want to play it?
Dream of the Earth? No, definitely not playing it. Base is loaded now, nobody out.
Yep. Edwin Encarnacion.
I'm going to put him number 2.
I'm going to just go out on a limb. I'm going to put him first.
Oh,
I think
I had you down for 3. You said you know where I'm going.
I thought I was.
He altered the deal. Pray he doesn't alter it any further.
I think I read that somewhere in
he might be one.
Go on.
Then again, he's not just giving us anyway.
Okay. Justin Smoke 2017.
Oh, I forgot about him.
The big smoke.
Yeah, he was good. I'm putting him 5. Did he hit even 40? He must have. I'm putting him 5. And it's he was SMOAK. Spelled like cloak. Varsho at the dish. Bases loaded, nobody out, top of the 4th. He's now facing a 1-2 count. I'll put Smoke 5.
I'll put Smoke
2017
4.
Smoke's going 5 for me.
I'll put Smoke 4.
All right. Jesse Barfield, 1986.
Jesse Barfield.
He might have the record. Well,
I think it's in Encarnacion.
Okay, I'm putting Barfield 80. What year?
1986.
I'm putting him 3rd.
I'm putting Barfield 2nd.
Great name. He had a good arm.
Barfield! Like related to Jablonski.
Jablonski! Did you barf from that field? No, it's the player's name.
Shave those sideburns, Barfield.
And he struck out. Varsho, not Barfield.
No. Okay. That's okay. It's only 1 out.
1 out.
Okay, so that was 2 for you, Jay, and 3 for you, Reid.
Yeah, Barfield 86.
So you have 1 and 4 available left, Reid.
I sure do.
Jay has 3 and 5.
You know it.
Jose Canseco, 1998.
I don't think he has the team record. I'm putting him 4.
I'm putting
Just forgot he played for the Blue Jays.
I'm putting Canes Co. 3.
So I got my 1 left. I don't know.
I don't feel good about any of this. I do think I have an outside chance at Edwin.
Where'd you put yours?
Canseco 3.
1 and 5. available.
Oh, so wow. One of us is going to be way off. And it is is that a double play?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something. Well, they threw to first. For some reason, the Mariners are walking off the field.
He touched the base and then threw to first. So yes, it was a
the
double
catcher
play.
stepped
But
on home.
They're saying,
but Schneider's out of the dugout.
What would he be arguing here? Was this?
Maybe that's the ball hit the batter, in which case it'd be foul, right? Or the plate. I think is the plate automatically foul? Oh no, the catcher fielded in Big Dumper fielded in foul ground. That's off his foot. I'm just saying everything to try to get the Blue Jays' way. Did that hit his foot? Because then it's a dead ball. Well, they're going to the dugout, so I think it's. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Right now, it doesn't look good for the Jays. Who's the last guy?
Jose Bautista, 2010.
Well, I'm putting that number one. That could be.
I feel better about your number one than him at number 5.
I would agree with that.
Okay. I will lead you guys off with the least home runs. We'll go all the way up to the top.
Okay.
What should be 5 is Justin Smoak, 2017, with 38 home runs.
Okay.
Next is Jesse Barfield with 40.
Barfield, 1986 at 4. So I had him 3.
Yep.
Where did you have Barfield?
2.
Okay.
Then it was Encarnacion, 2016, with 42 home runs.
My list is pooched.
Okay. So you had him 1?
Sure did, Reid.
I had him 2. Okay.
Jose Canseco, 1998, 46 home runs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Jose Bautista, not only number 1 on this list, but number 1 all time with 54 home runs.
54. Okay.
In 2010.
Now, these are not the top 5 in team history. These are the top 5 for this list, right?
Yes.
So, is George Bell on this list?
3rd.
So Bautista has the number 1 seed. We'll do the real top 5 overall. Bautista hit 54 in 2010.
Yep.
Bell hit 47 in 87.
Yes.
When he won the MVP over Alan Trammell. So he's 3rd. So who would have... So then Canseco would be...
Canseco is 4. Yep.
Canseco, the 4th best Blue Jays home run season, 46 in 98. Is Vernon Wells on this list?
Vernon Wells was low when I was...
Carlos...
He's not on this list.
Is Carlos Delgado on this list?
What about
8?
Joe Carter.
Sorry, 6 for Delgado. Joe Carter?
Is another season by Bautista on this list?
Not in the top 5. 7.
Pat Borders.
Nope.
No.
These are 2 guys. These are, I'll give you hints, 2 different guys.
Green?
Nope.
What's your
Vladdy?
hint?
Vladdy, number 2.
Of course. We forgot the current
48 home runs.
Was that this year or last
2021.
year? Oh, that was 4 years ago. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So who would be 5th? Were you alive when he played?
Very much so.
Very much so. Was it another Edwin season?
It was not an Edwin season.
And it was not another...
This is a guy you have not named at all throughout this whole game.
You've seen him play. Is he on the current team?
No.
Who were we missing?
Josh Donaldson.
Oh.
No. That was a good guess, though. Tied for 11th. This guy played on the same team, same year as Vladdy with his home runs.
Well, who else was good on that team? I'm better with the older
Not Pilar.
Nope. 2021 season. Marcus Semien.
Oh, right. I forgot he was
a miss.
45 homers. 5th all time in a single season home run leader for the Jays.
Benny, you win again. Reid, you're clearly 2nd.
Because I got 1 and 5 in the right place.
I didn't get a single one in the right place.
Oh, my goodness.
I should leave.
Well, there's no sense leaving now. The time to leave was after the MGK song played. Now there's only 40 minutes left in the show. You could stay.
I'm surprised I wasn't escorted out of the building.
Stay and suffer with me.
That was a single hit there.
So the Blue Jays, that was a double play. So it was a grounder that stopped right in front of the plate, basically. Big Dumper stepped on home, picked it up, stepped on home, and threw the first. So the Blue Jays had bases loaded, no one out in the top of the fourth. Top of the fourth did not score. That's not good. That is not good.
Missed opportunity.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino game, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Blue Jays bet. It's too late to wager on that. You can, what did you call it? Louise's confidence bet?
Yeah.
Elks by 10 or more.
To win by 10 or more.
What is it, 7-1, 8-1?
7-1. Just over 7-1. As it should be.
Why not? Why not? Put $1 on it.
Yeah, why not?
Win $7, buy a Lotto Max ticket.
Yeah.
Like, what's not, you got don't have much to lose.
True.
Here. Yeah, like really. Why not?
This could
Maybe this is the one the Elks reel it off. I mean, wouldn't that be something? Like, we're talking about the Elks showing growth. We want them to make the playoffs, but wouldn't that be a sign of growth? First game of the season, you get your butt kicked by BC and have clear deficiencies, and then second last game of the season, you go in and beat them by double digits, and you win some money.
That would have been
playalberta.ca.
That would have been great.
All right, Dustin Nielsen coming up on the Oil Country Towing video hotline.
The Blue Jays are on the field right now looking to head home with a series lead after battling back from a 2-0 deficit to Seattle. Kevin Gausman started for Toronto while Bryce Miller is on the mound for the Mariners. That game is live as we speak. Bottom of the fourth inning, 1 out. Seattle leads 1-0. In the CFL, the Elks are in action tonight, hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Lions in BC. Cody Fajardo gets the start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30. The Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Manawanek and Jay Milne starts at 7:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Later tonight, the Dodgers will look to close out the Brewers as they hold a 3-0 series lead. That one gets going at 6:38 from LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with backs-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton takes on New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Be sure to tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage and myself starting at 12:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Dustin Nielsen on the other side of the break. I'm Ed Thompson. You're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
The goalie is down. He just hits it.
He doesn't even attempt to shoot. Stetcher's not even ready for it.
Well, I wouldn't be ready for it either. It's Connor McDavid. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and then McDavid yells shoot at Stetcher.
Shoot? It's like, what are you doing?
Like, this is
like,
just...
Let me ask you this. Is Connor McDavid's confidence level low right now?
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. Two bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll, don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Got your rally cap on? So do we. Get your home base ready with Sentinel Storage and cheer on Canada's team. Let's go Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Okay, hope everybody's doing well. We're going to go to the Oil Country video towing, or the Oil Country towing video hotline. Video towing would be interesting too.
I'm sure there's a simulator.
There probably is a towing video game. I hope everybody's doing okay. I am feeling, and I know we try not to talk about this on air. We, be happy, upbeat, don't bring downer stuff. But my energy level today, it's as if I missed a meal earlier this week or something. I'm not doing great.
Come on.
Why should we ever let it go? Why?
We're still doing this?
I wasn't going to, and then that just came to me right before we went on air, and I was like, I got to go with it.
It's a hilarious bit.
Did you hear Suits yesterday?
It'll never happen ever again.
Did you hear Suits on this show yesterday?
Oh, God, no, I did not.
You should go back and watch it in your free time.
Well, I better. I'm going to see him in about an hour, so I better know if it's a good thing or bad thing.
All right. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming on.
Hey, yeah, not bad, boys. Not bad. Tough look for the Jays there, not scoring with the bases juice. I mean, that's not like the turning point of the series because, they've been cashing some runs around that time in a lot of these other games.
So they're replaying it. Clement hit the ball almost straight down, and it just died. Like, it almost looked like there was a dead spot in front of home plate. Like, usually you would expect that ball to roll a little further forward. Did you see that on the replay?
Yeah.
Like, it almost looked like it sunk into the ground.
Sounds rigged to me. Home field advantage.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know what Eric and I have been talking about? It's that wet air. It's just soggy.
Yeah.
It's like hitting a wet beanbag.
Pitcher's park.
That was actually supposed to go out of the park, but it just died right there. It dropped.
It died right in front of home plate. Oh, that's incredible. What have you been doing in Vancouver for the last 24 hours, my friend?
Not much, man. I got in last night, watched the Oilers game and the baseball game and the football game all at the same time. Had the phone, the iPad, the TV going. Went for a little walk this morning. Did some prep. Did a little bit of EST work. Had a nap. And now I'll go call a football game, buddy. And then I'm flying home at like 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, outstanding. I was very... Well, quite frankly, I'm disappointed in the Oilers, and I'm not disappointed in them from a fan standpoint. I'm not overly emotional about them, but I was just disappointed that you don't do well against the Rangers. You hang your goalie out to dry on several situations. He wins you the game, and then instead of being like, "Okay, boys, like Stewie won us the game," like that's not happening again. Okay, he's not facing grade A's. We're going to do this one for him tonight. They go and do the exact same thing, if not worse, against the Islanders.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think that was a frustrating hockey game to watch. It's still hanging in the balance, and they didn't look like they were going to go take it. Right? Like that game was there for the taking. It's not like they were getting run out of the building. It was there for the taking, and they just didn't get after it in the third period. And I mean, I have to go back and watch the morning show. I'm very curious to see what the comments were like on Evan Bouchard because he was garbage last night. Like if I know there were some eyes from Team Canada in the building last night, they don't need to look at him again. Like, cross him off the list. There's no way that guy should represent the country. I mean, it's impossible. They've got guys who can do things better than him offensively, and you can't have the mistakes that guy made last night. I mean, he should have been directly responsible for like 4 goals against last night. And yeah, he'll bounce back and all that, but I mean, this is not a rookie. That looked like a rookie last night who was overwhelmed by his first taste of the National Hockey League. That can't happen. It was brutal. Like I was watching. I was in the cab watching on my phone in the first period, and when he had the first screw up that he
skates?
had, it was awful. Like it was awful, man. Like, and our text started blowing up. It was tough.
Okay, so I have a theory, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. But I don't do this very often, but I'm going to be a total armchair coach.
Okay.
Now, Wallman's not playing, but if Evan Bouchard has a game like that 5-on-5, or is in the process of having a game like that 5-on-5, take him off the power play. Okay, Evan, you're not going to concentrate 5-on-5. You don't get play time with Leon and Connor, where you might get some easy points. Like he still played 24-19 last night.
Yeah.
Would that not be amazing if Knobloch did that? The first power play rolls out, and it's Jake Wallman because Evan's not doing well enough 5-on-5. What is that? Would like that to me? That would send a stronger message than cutting his 5-on-5 time. Cut his power play time.
He still got 24 minutes last night.
Played 24-19.
Yeah. So I mean, there was no handling of ice time really at all. I mean, maybe that's what gets him into it. I just don't know if that stuff works with a guy like Evan Bouchard, man. I don't know if Bouchard sitting, helps get him more focused. I mean, it's been a pretty blah start to the season for Evan Bouchard so far. Will he turn it around? Sure. I know he's been good in the playoffs and stuff. Don't need to panic. But it's nights like that, and I think he'll always have them. I think he'll always have those nights. As he gets better, he'll still have those types of games, and it's going to be extremely frustrating.
Dusty, do you think a switch is going to flip with Connor McDavid sooner than later? There was a lot of discussion today about, missed opportunities or passed up opportunities for him to shoot the puck. And by all accounts of leading into this season, it was thought that Connor McDavid's going to go on a tear. He's going to shoot the puck. He's going to score goals. Hasn't been the case thus far. Do you think that's coming sooner than later?
I'll say yes, because I don't know how he could look at the tape from the one that he passed up last night and not go, I got to shoot more. It bounced to him, and I said, there it is. There's his first of the year. And then he passes it to Stetcher. What? Nothing against Stetcher, but what are you doing? I know I'm kind of joking, but I'm almost not joking. He's got to look at that and go, God, why didn't I just shoot that? Just have the natural instinct to shoot the puck more. And the weird thing is that we have the results, right? The year that he shot the puck more, he scored over 60 goals. All he has to do is shoot more to make that happen. But that play, I felt so greasy. Seeing McDavid, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, gotta shoot that puck, Connor. And he's the best player of the last 40 years. He should probably know that, but it was that was pretty bad. If he doesn't start shooting the puck more after that, when's he gonna start shooting the puck more?
Yeah. And it wasn't even a good pass to Stetcher, quite frankly.
No, it was bobbling. I mean, might as well just hacked it on net. And Riddick was flopping around. That was tough.
And I was talking to Gager about it because as an observer, it's easy to say, well, Riddick is down, just pump it over top of him. But quite frankly, just shoot it as quickly as possible. Because if Riddick is getting up and it's along the ice, he's probably going to be like, oh, went right under me. Just put it into the danger area. Might bounce in off something. That was probably one of the most stunning passes when he should have shot ever with McDavid. There's a few where you're like, oh, but usually it's threw some feet over to Drysdale and gets broken up. This one was straight up, either shoot it at a goaltender who's flailing around or pass it to Troy Stetcher. So hopefully he gets that sorted out. Dustin Nielsen, our voices of the game for Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. We're more than just plywood. We offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. With a huge selection of hardwoods and knowledgeable staff, we're here for all your DIY needs. Windsor Plywood Leduc, the experts you need to know. We had Ken Danico on the show earlier, singing the praises of Connor Brown, who already has 2 goals. Isn't this interesting? Connor Brown leaves the Oilers after 2, I think we got to say underwhelming seasons, because he went 3/4 of a year without scoring when it was hoped he might get 20 or 30 goals with Connor, and that never worked out. And then he sort of became this plucky third liner. But overall, he kind of didn't do what he was signed to do. And Ken Danico comes on and is like, well, he's already got 2 goals. And man, oh man, how it's so valuable having him in the dressing room, sitting next to the Hughes brothers, having the wisdom of going to 2 Stanley Cup finals. Isn't it amazing? The Oilers used to try to sign guys like that to teach the young guys. And now guys are leaving the Oilers and apparently they're mentoring other people.
That is kind of weird to hear, but I also thought it was crazy the money that he got. He cashed in very well after doing what he did with the Edmonton Oilers. So we'll see if it can continue. I mean, I'm not sitting here going, oh, they miss a Connor Brown type right now. But with that being said, I mean, I guess he does provide something to another organization that we sat here and watched him not score for 3/4 of a season. Good that he got off to a good start.
Springer has doubled off the wall.
Barger got a base too, Reid? So Jay's play is alive.
Was that Barger he drove in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had Vladdy over 1.5 bases, Barger over half a base. But we got to get the over now, Dusty.
Yeah, this is feeling like the game that runs are going to be harder to come by. But
they'll get it.
You never know.
Let's keep rolling.
All right, football. Look, the Elks have come a long way this year. The numbers are against them to make the postseason. We had Jed on, and he said you can't really take everything Nathan Rourke wants to do away. And if he's on his game, he's pretty hard to stop. I mean, you've seen him play a lot on TV and in person when you've called Lions games. How often... It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seems to me Rourke hasn't been on his game as much as the Lions probably hoped this year. But when he has, they put up a lot of points. Is that fair, or am I missing something?
No, I think he's probably been on his game a little bit more than you would think. I think it started a little bit slower, but he's been scorched earth here for the last 6 weeks. I mean, he is top 10 in passing. He's top 10 in passing touchdowns. He's top 10 in rushing. He's top 10 in rushing touchdowns. Like he has 9 rushing touchdowns on the year. Like he does everything. Like he's the MOP. If he's not the MOP, then I don't know who's the MOP. Nathan Rourke, I think, is a runaway MOP. He's been that good this year. He turns everybody into a weapon. Like Aiden Eberhardt. There's nothing special about Aiden Eberhardt. But Nathan Rourke makes him look like a really good receiver. He uses that Javon Catoy. He's dominated the Elks. He's never lost to the Elks. I would be pretty concerned about what Nathan Rourke is bringing to the table right now. Like it's like when Nathan Rourke has an off game, you're like, wow, what's wrong with this guy? But for the most part, it's like gets the ball, knows exactly where it's going, zips it in there. If there's any sort of issue, he can outrun most defenders on the field. Like he is, I think he set himself up here for a run of like 3 MOPs in the next 5 years. Like he's that good. So, but the thing that the Elks have going for him, since week 9, these are the 2 best teams in the Canadian Football League. Like that, there's something there with the Elks, right? Like since week 9, Edmonton is 6-3, BC is 6-2. Those are the 2 best records in the entire league right now. So, I mean, I hope, what's the line, 6? Like I hope they can keep it close.
Depends whose line you're looking at.
BC with Hatcher and McInnes. I mean, that's a tough task. It's asking a lot to pull off the upset tonight.
But would you not say this is the most because they haven't faced, BC had their way with them early in the season. The last time they played was July 13th where they beat them 32-14. This is a completely different Edmonton Elks team. And I know you alluded to it saying since week 9, these are the hottest teams. But do you think given that the Elks can go into BC Place and beat the BC Lions by 10 or more points?
God love that play, but I don't even know if I'm sprinkling it. And I'm a DGN. I would be pretty stunned. Can you imagine if they do, and I mention it on the end of the broadcast? Well, only the most faithful of believers would have thought this could have happened tonight. Look, BC beat them, 31-14 and 32-14, like twice in the first 5 weeks of the season. The Elks are different, but when BC did that, man, they weren't even playing well. That's what concerns me. Like BC didn't have a good start to the season, and they still kind of mopped the floor with Edmonton. But like DeBlanco, Mogensen, I absolutely love the way that guy plays. JJ Ross has gotten better through the year. Kenneth Logan has provided something this year as well. The area that's probably going to cost them tonight, Matthew Betts has 9 sacks in his last 3 games. Like the guy's just absolutely become a monster here in the second half of the season. Cody Fajardo gets sacked more than anybody. If they cannot contain Matthew Betts tonight, it could be a very long evening for Cody Fajardo.
Yeah, I'd love to have a player like him. How do you get your hands on a Matthew Betts? Oh, wait.
Chris Jones didn't like him.
Chris Jones thought he wasn't good enough.
From Matthew Betts.
Had to move on from Matthew Betts. Yeah, that was sad. Okay, thanks for doing this. We love having you. I will not bring up that thing ever again. That was the last little shot.
Oh, that's okay, man.
I did it spur of the moment. You were very kind to feed us at all. And quite frankly, I didn't go home hungry. I selfishly wanted leftovers. I'm actually the one with the problem because I'm so selfish. There, I said it.
I'm glad. Thank you. We can move on. Hey, before I go, I do want to just shout out John Sexsmith. That's a sad day. Sexy was an absolute beauty. And I talked to him a lot about because as I had kids and they started playing sports, talked to him more about that than anything in the media. But he also was a hardcore, like, under the radar AM nasty. Like, my last text from him was a couple of weeks ago when I'm doing my bit here about how I'm going to say the entire alphabet in less than 2 seconds. Sexy sent me a video of Big Bird doing the alphabet. He goes, "You got to do it Big Bird style." Just like this. Like, he got what we were doing. We met with him when we were launching EST because we wanted to get him and JMO to do a show together. And they were both like at a point in their lives where they're like trying to get back, stay focused on health and things like that. But he was, that was sad news today, man. Sexy was one of the good guys.
Yeah, we had Tim Spelsey on this show. JMO was on with Hernan Gager. Great memories and great perspective. Well said, Dustin. Thanks. Have a great call tonight. We'll see you Monday.
Yep. See you later, boys.
Dustin Nielsen from The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric every morning here on Edmonton Sports Talk. And that program is also available on 95.7 Cruise FM. What's their official start time? 6:04? 6:04 a.m. to 9 a.m. weekday mornings. We're with you until 6 o'clock. We got to do our words of the day. The Blue Jays had something going, could not cash in, so it remains a 1-1 tie. Well, Benny will have the details. Hey, Benny, take it away.
This is Chet Palmer. I'm just kidding. The Blue Jays are on the diamond right now, looking to head home with a series lead as they're clawing back from a 2-0 deficit against Seattle. Kevin Gausman got the start for Toronto while Bryce Miller pitched for the Mariners. That game is live as we speak. I believe it's going to the bottom of the fourth inning, tied 1-1. Or sorry, bottom of the fifth inning, tied 1-1 between the two teams. In the CFL, the Elks are back in action tonight, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Lions in BC. Cody Fajardo gets the start for Edmonton, while Nathan Rourke goes for BC. Kickoff is at 8:30. The Green and Gold Kickoff Show featuring Matt Iwanek and Jay Millen starts at 7:30 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Later tonight, the Dodgers look to put away the Brewers as they lead the series 3-0. First pitch goes at 6:38 in LA. And for the Oilers, the road trip continues with back-to-backs this weekend. Edmonton faces New Jersey tomorrow at 1:30. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Hernan Salas, Joaquin Gage, and myself starting at 12:30 on Edmonton Sports Talk. Final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, here we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Taco Tuesdays just leveled up at the Canadian Brewhouse. All day, $3.49, new tacos and quesadillas After 4 p.m., sip on $5.99 margaritas, $2 off Corona tankards, and tequila shots starting at $5.99.
We do a limerick?
Go ahead.
This one comes in from Bronco Nick.
Uh-oh.
Sports to be watched. Run home with haste. Oilers losing points. What a waste. Elks still fighting. A win in BC sighting? Hey, Robbie, catch the taste. He said it's an old McCain
Robbie
commercial.
Alomar. Yes.
Commercial with Robbie Alomar.
Wow, that's a good reference.
We're going to have to move that one into the Limerick of the Year folder.
I agree.
Okay. I'm glad we're in agreement, Reid.
For once.
For once, eh?
Do we have any other limericks today? Just one today?
Yeah, it's been a slow limerick day.
Slow limerick today. Well, people
things.
are tense watching the Blue Jays, so that's understandable. Give us a few more thumbs up, though, before we go. See, let's at least try to get to 85.
Sure.
85 thumbs. We're almost at 80. So click, click, click away. Where's my song? Oh, my soundboard has disappeared. Benny, can you jump in and sing it?
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click.
That guy.
Must you click? You must click. Dum, dum, dum.
I can't even do it. I can't even do it.
It's you doing it.
Must you click?
But I can't redo it.
You must click. Dum, dum, dum.
I don't know the words.
Oh, those are ingrained into my brain.
That's amazing. 780-218-9999 is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You know what? Maybe I haven't been watching the BC Lions enough. I did not think that Dustin Nielsen would have said that Nathan Rourke is a runaway MOP. Now, also, maybe the Lions defense, because there were some games where it's like, oh, the Lions lost, but they scored 35 points.
Yeah.
But the defense gave up. Didn't they lose a game 52-35 or something like that?
Something big, yeah.
Yeah. So Rourke's still been having the numbers. But I did not realize this was the two hottest teams in the league over the last 9 weeks.
Yeah, that was shocking to me.
Elks are 6-3, and the Lions are 6-2. Yeah, I did not expect that. Well, that's good. That shows that the Elks are taking steps. It's just too bad they started as poorly as they did. Maybe we're going to look foolish 6 hours from now, but I think they can win this game.
Of course they can.
Do I think it's going to be difficult? Of course. Most of the games they've won have been difficult.
It's pro sports, baby.
Yeah. But they got Rankin. They got how would you describe Fajardo? A savvy quarterback? A wily quarterback? He's not spectacular.
You know what? He's the best description for him would be a veteran CFL quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, he just knows it. He gets it.
Yeah.
It's like, Scherzer, before last night's game, they were talking about Scherzer and how, he's ready for this. He knows how to navigate his way through these games. Almost like a bit of a, in his mind, his own game plan.
Right.
I feel like Cody Fajardo has that knowledge, just given how long he's been in the league. And his competency as a quarterback is quite high.
We got a draft.
Oh,
we almost forgot. We got to do our fantasy draft. So NFL fantasy draft, Jay is beating me 7-5. So you're 1 through 50.
87.
So I drafting first and fourth. I will. You know what? I'm going to take Mahomes as my quarterback. So we each take a quarterback and a kicker. Once you take a player, you can't take him again for the rest of the season. He's still available to the other guy. For quarterback, you add up the touchdowns. For the kicker, you add up the total distance of his made field goals. So 2 points are on the line every week. Jay leads me 7-5. I'll go Mahomes.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to go Jaden Daniels, taking on the Cowboys.
So he is out because I took him in week 1. So he's used up.
For you?
For the league now.
Oh, I can't? What do you mean?
No, now that you've taken him, he's out of the league.
Okay,
he's out of our league. You could take him.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good,
he's
good.
not, but he won't be available to either guy now.
And we didn't update our scorecards because did we each get a point last week or no?
Last week, Lawrence got 2 touchdowns. Love got 1. So I got the quarterback point. For kicking, my kicker made 0 field goals. Your kicker, Dicker, made 163 yards in field goals.
So we each get a point.
So it was 1-1 last week. It's 7-5 overall.
Okay, so I'll take Jaden Daniels and I'll take Eddie Pinheiro.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He was my first pick.
Really?
So I'll take Will Reichard.
Good pick.
From the Vikings, because it sounds like Will Riker from Star Trek, #1.
And loser pool picks?
Oh, I didn't even bring mine. I think I marked them down in my folder.
I'm taking Dallas and Tampa Bay.
I can't remember who I put. I'll have to make sure I did it after the fact. I think you're ahead of me in the loser pool by 1 or 2, though, because I had a couple wipeout weeks. Didn't I? I had 1 week I got, or did you? Did we both have a week?
We both had wipeout weeks.
So you have 8 out of, I think I'm at 7.
Yeah.
But I didn't bring mine in. But I think more people care about the fantasy pool.
Of course.
Like people are on the edge of their seats.
Well, it is a RWS WJM PSL DTGC League in support of the St. Vincent School for Poorly Coordinated Boys.
St. Vincent School. The joys we had there. All right.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
First word of the day, SM Plastic.
Holy. SM Plastic.
Holy MGK. SM Plastic.
Well, okay. Can I clarify something?
Yes.
Does it have the word plastic in it? Just to clarify, that's what I'm hearing.
Correct.
SM Plastic.
Just, you know what to do.
Oh, I think it's this one, though. That makes more sense.
Some people say plastique. But plastique's with a Q, isn't it?
It'll be QUE at the end. Okay, I'm going to go ESSEM. I got it wrong. PLASTIC. It's 1S.
1S.
Crap. That's what I had originally.
I'll give you 0.15 for recognizing before I press the button that it was incorrect.
Oh, jeez.
Definition.
This is a weird word. Because I don't know what the prefix SM means. It has the word plastic in it. It's an adjective.
It doesn't really have anything to do with... Well, maybe it does have something to do with plastic.
I'll take a sentence.
The poet's work is SM Plastic, bringing together diverse words and images in new and exciting combinations.
A combination of a variety of different styles? The sentence kind of gave it away.
Bringing different things or ideas together.
Okay, fair enough.
0.5 out of 1, so that's 0.65 out of 2.
Okay.
Second word of the day. Kibosh. Kibosh.
KIBOSH. And this means basically to quash, to stop, to... I should have kiboshed the MGK song being played live on air.
Yes, you should have. 2.65 out of 4, not bad.
What is the exact definition of kibosh that they...
exact definition. Kibosh refers to something that serves as a check or stop.
Okay.
It is usually used in the phrase, put the kibosh on, to mean to stop or end something.
Right.
Not bad sending you off into the weekend.
You knew I would know that one.
I just get the words, baby.
You just get the words from a source unidentified. Top of the 6th, Blue Jays Seattle 1-1. My mom's favorite player, Alejandro Kirk, is leading off. Hit a homer for my mom. He got an opposite field, maybe a double. I think that's going to be a double. Oh, run,
He's
baby.
moving.
You got to run. Without a throw, he makes it in.
Unnecessary slide.
If I were that second baseman, I might have thrown that after cutting it off.
Right.
So the Jays get the leadoff runner on. And so for my mom's confidence.
Oh, yeah, Sean Majumder. Put up Sean Majumder. And tell me that's not George Springer.
I hope we are thinking of the right guy.
Me too.
Sean Majumder, Canadian actor and comedian. Oh, a little bit, yeah. Actually, that's right. There's a bit of a resemblance.
Like that's.
I guess
George
I was thinking
Springer.
him as the goofy character, not the nice actory shots that he actually has.
It's from Burlington, Newfoundland. Look at Springer right there.
He's from Burlington, Newfoundland.
Right there. Newfoundland.
Burlington's also in Ontario,
isn't it?
Yeah, there's a Burlington by Hamilton. Oh, the things we've
I
learned
wonder
today.
how many Burlingtons there are in
Yeah,
Canada.
we've just enriched people's lives.
It's up on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's George Springer.
Yeah, it could be George Springer.
Ooh, that was a big cut.
Varsho batting. All right, exciting game here. 7:30, the stream resumes with Jay and Matt for the Green and Gold kickoff show. Oil Stream pregame show at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon, leading into the 1:30 game between the Oilers and the Devils. On behalf of Ben Thompson, Jay Milne, Machine Gun Kelly, and Dustin Nielsen.
Hey, we officially banned MGK from this show.
I'm Reid. Take care.